Where?
Good, wasn't it? Right. Cool. Are you holding hands behind?
Cinema vibes.
Welcome back to Armchair Fans, everybody at home. We've got a very special episode today for the Manchester United versus Barcelona game at Old Trafford that kicks off in just over 10 minutes. Joining me on the sofa today, we've got Zach, Chelsea supporting Jalab.
Yep.
We've got Michael, Manchester United supporting Cubbin. Come on! And we've got another Chelsea fan, Sam Obaseki, who is in charge of the iPad and all of your questions tonight. So if you have any good ones, send them to Obaseki and he will funnel them to the rest of the sofa.
Yes.
Obaseki, what are you saying? What's going on?
The first question is from United Forever, and he has said, this is from the Cubs and Joe, should United cash in on De Gea and Pogba and build a more balanced team for the future?
Oh my God.
Nah. We can build a balanced team for the future without the funds from them. Like there is the money there to do so. So I don't see why we'd have to cash in on them. I can understand De Gea because he's been a very good servant to the club, and if he does want to, have another challenge, kind of in his late 20s, maybe go to a club who are more guaranteed more trophies than United are at the moment, then I completely understand that, and I think if he wants to leave, then he should. I think with Pogba, I think he can. There's a lot more potential for persuading him to stay. I don't think he does want to leave. Personally, I think that's a load of old tosh. So
He did kind of say that, Real Madrid's a dream.
He said that he really loves Suzanne, but I think it was.
And he said Real
But
Madrid's a dream.
every French player, every French kid growing up at the same time as in that era loves Zidane.
Yeah.
Like it's not
exactly.
Everyone's, even Hazard saying.
No, but he said that
Hazard's
Real
also
Madrid. He said Real Madrid's a dream for any
Yeah, but everybody always says that, man. I think they're both gonna stay. I think De Gea.
He's asking for 400k, bro.
Who, De Gea?
Yeah.
You pay that to him.
Yeah?
We're paying more than that for Sanchez at the moment. So.
David De Gea is the Lionel Messi of goalkeepers.
Yeah. Edison.
Well, the best ever.
Maybe not the best ever. You might be right. He's the Cristiano Ronaldo.
Nah, I don't even think he's the best keeper in the Prem right now, bro.
Maybe not this season, but historically I think he has been. I think we can get at least enough 5-6 years service out of him. And if 400k means we don't have to go and spend 80 million, or 70 million, whatever Liverpool spent on Alisson, then it's money well spent to me. Because that's what we're going to have to spend to get a goalkeeper of his quality.
But I'm hearing Zidane wants Courtois out, and he's thinking to do that switch move there.
I can't see De Gea joining Real Madrid. I think that time's passed, to be totally honest. I think if Real Madrid were going to sign De Gea, you'd have seen that happen by now. I think Courtois will be their long-term heir. And the chat about Zidane not liking him, I'm not too sure where that's come from. I feel like that's come off the back of him not playing and Enzo Zidane playing in goal. But the reason Enzo played in goal was because you had Keylor Navas travelling back, didn't land back until the day of the game, so it was not available because of international selection. And Thibaut Courtois picked up an injury as well. So there's a few muddled reports going up, and I feel like a lot of the speculation around Thibaut Courtois being sold has come off the back of Zidane starting his own son in goal. I think in the long term, you don't sell Courtois. There's just no point. I mean, okay, it's a significant drop-off from De Gea to a keeper like Courtois, but you're going to have to go, unless Man United can't agree a contract, and spend 60-70 million getting De Gea. So
400k though, you know what that is sitting at United for?
What do you mean? That's 100k less than we play Sanchez.
Yeah, but he's going. He's 100% going.
And that frees up the wage bill significantly, right? So you.
No, but then if players can demand 400k, then what's Pogba going to demand?
Well, I'll tell you what happens. The player comes into the room and goes, De Gea's on 400k. I want 400k. You sitting down, you go, okay, if you win 3 consecutive Player of the Year awards in their time at the club, the best player at the club for 3 consecutive years by an absolute chalk, the best in your position in the world will pay you 400k.
That's fair. But I think it's nuts, man. Giving the player that much power, it can be dangerous, man. It can be very dangerous.
But how do you replace De Gea?
Yeah, but I feel like with that, he can easily get complacent.
Do you know how long it took us to replace Schmeichel? Do you know how long it took us to replace Van der Sar?
I think the key is actually building that defence, and I don't think that costs anywhere near as much as it was to to replace De Gea in. I don't know. Actually, it probably would. Actually, we need to get. I think the priority is getting a 70 mil defender, and if keeping De Gea means that we don't have to allocate funds for another goalkeeper, then I think that's got to be the best course of action, right?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, should we have a little chat about the game? What does everybody think, Jalab? What are you saying about this game tonight?
I reckon Messi's going to score a hat.
Come on, Messi! Come on, Messi!
If you haven't
think
seen the
he's too
lineups,
good. I
Ashley
just
Young's
think
at
he's
centre
too
back
good.
as well. So
Oh my, is he actually?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley
bodes
Young's
very
in the
well.
back three in the centre back.
He's going to get red card.
So last few weeks, Solskjaer's been trying something a little bit different, sort of a strangely inverted right-back, centre-back combination of Diogo Dalot as a right wing-back, Ashley Young as a right centre-back that can operate like that defensively, but then going forward, you see Diogo Dalot operate more as a winger and Ashley slot into the right-back slot. It's kind of a hybrid 3-5-2, 4-3-3 sort of situation. Hasn't worked at all. Any of the times he's tried it so far, we got played off the pitch by Wolverhampton Wanderers. Our game control was awful. We saw the same thing happen away at PSG. That time it was a different scenario where Eric Bailly was playing as the right back. Obviously wanting more defensive cover on the night. That also did not work at all. So it's a bit of a gamble.
It's a gamble
For me, from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm not too sure it's going to work. I think Coutinho, Messi and Suarez versus Lindelof,
Is that the start?
Smalling
Is that the front three?
and Young. Yeah. It's going to be a scary sight,
No, but
man.
Smalling said bring it on though. So he's feeling himself.
Smalling said a lot of things. Smalling called us out for talking about that whole thing on
He didn't
Twitter.
call us out for talking about something. He called us out for making up a quote.
We didn't
Rightly
make it
so.
up. We took it from somewhere, innit?
Well, if you report a fake quote, you are as bad as the original quote.
Fair.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bit of a mess, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of United's team. What you said, Mikey, is the other fellow United.
Yeah, not amazing, but at the same time, it's good to see that we've got options like Martial and Lingard on the bench. I feel like in that PSG game, we really didn't have anyone to bring off the bench.
Greenwood and Chong.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good to see that we've got options there. But if Barcelona score early, I just fear it's going to be a really long, kind of slightly boring evening of just like watching.
Make sure Messi doesn't score anymore.
Sorry?
Make sure Messi doesn't score anymore.
Yeah,
It's not even that, man.
It's more just the fact that if Barcelona score, then they don't really have any pressure on them. They can just kind of they can keep the ball. They can even sit back a little bit because if they're not chasing the game in any way or not chasing a goal, they can defend very easily against us.
Who's the two centre backs for Barca?
So Barcelona's team, if you haven't seen it already, is Ter Stegen, Nelson Semedo, Piqué, Longley, Alaba, Sergio Busquets in a midfield three alongside Arthur and Rakitic, Coutinho as a left wing 10 hybrid with Suarez and Messi playing as that inverted wing. At Manchester United have David De Gea. They are looking to play a back three of Ashley Young, Smalling and Lindelof, with Diogo Dalot and Shaw as wing-backs, a midfield three of Scott McTominay, Fred Pereira and Pogba, and then a front two of Rashford and Lukaku. I think you can just see, out of those 11s on paper, how far off the truly elite size Manchester United are right now.
100.
Like, that team is so mediocre.
You don't have heart though, innit?
Yeah, mate, I think you mock it, but players like Scott McTominay, against PSG, he was outstanding away from home. Not the best technical footballer, but just went, I'm going to win this game.
Yeah,
I'm just going to do all I can. I'm going to leave everything out there, and it worked.
Bless his
However, Messi. If Messi scores early, it could be a madness. But at the
He's
same
been
time,
in such good form recently.
But he has to get out of the McTominay man mark, and players struggle to do that.
He's had better players man marking.
Not than Scott McTominay, eh?
I would.
Scotty McTominay. That is funny.
I'm pretty excited for the game, though.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited.
I mean, what's
That's
everybody's
big
score
of
predictions?
Europe,
Let's
innit?
get the score predictions in while we're at it now.
Ooh.
Chill out, start with you.
Ooh.
4-2 Barca.
Oh, that would be a great game. Great news.
Nah.
I think it's probably going to be 1-0 Barcelona. Gorefest.
2-2. 2-2. I'm saying it. United score first, Barca come back, and we nick one in the last minute.
Oh.
If United score first, it'll be 3-1 Barca. If Barca score first, it'll be 2-0 Barca.
Yeah, I've got horrible images. What Manchester United really have struggled with under Solskjaer, and under Mourinho, to be fair to Solskjaer in the past, is game control. We cannot keep the ball. I don't know whether it's the way we're laying out or the footballing ability of some of our midfielders, but we really struggle to maintain possession for extended periods of time. We just don't seem to have any calmness. After about 4 or 5 passes, the ball's route one straight up towards Romelu Lukaku, which worries me against Barcelona.
Because your midfield's too dependent on Pogba, man.
Yeah, way too dependent.
Like if he gets cancelled out of this game, United are in trouble.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what PSG did. If I was Ernesto Valverde looking at this game coming into it, I'd be going, okay, what happened to PSG? I'd be going, right, all we've got to do is sit a man on Pogba, and the other 2 are not good enough to play through us. That's a big concern for me.
Did you say Vidal starting?
Ruined us. No, it's Rakitic, Arthur and Busquets.
Ooh,
Such a good midfield.
That sounds that Pogba could do bits against that midfield though, slightly.
Yeah, but it's also the sort of game where Busquets is just going to absolutely boss it.
I don't know. I believe in Pogs, man. He can turn up. He can turn up.
He can for sure. I think there's a lot of pressure on Marcus Rashford tonight as well to lead the line effectively. Him and Romelu Lukaku have worked nicely in the front 2 in the other European games we've seen. Obviously against PSG, where Lukaku scored 2-1 from a Rashford rebound, and Rashford scored the other. So I'm excited to see those 2 as a front 2. You know, Martial didn't really cut the mustard last time he played. So I'm
He's
excited.
not been great in general.
Yeah.
He's only scored. I saw some stat. He's only scored 3 goals since Ole's been in.
That's
Which
crazy.
is a bit mad.
Do you know what? Do you know what though? One thing I am shocked about is the lack of Jesse Lingard in this game. This is exactly the sort of game that Jesse makes.
Who would you
his
take off
mustard in.
though?
I personally wouldn't have started with a back 5. I'd have gone for a back 4 with Shaw, Smalling, Lindelof, Dalot. And then I would have played. You'd have played a Young at right back.
No, but that's still exposed though.
Yeah, but how is it any less? How is it any more exposed?
Because
Young?
Ashley Young, fair enough, he's rubbish, but he adds an aggression that Dalot doesn't have
exist.
in
His
it.
position is, in a sense, all over the place. Can't pass, can't tackle. I wouldn't have played him, and I'd have played Lingard in a 4-3-3 up front with.
I think you can change to that. I think like you're saying, Sam. I think there is benefits to having Young as opposed to Dalot at right back. At least if he sits at right back, if you're expecting him to go forward as well, I don't think it's possible. If he sits, it's fine. So like if we are really in need of a formation change, then you could push Dalot further up. Go to a back 4 and then maybe take off Fred for
I saw a
Lingard.
really interesting stat today that only 32% of Manchester United's attack this season have come down the right-hand side. That's the
crazy.
lowest of any team in England's top 4 tiers.
Mental.
Yeah, no, he's
mental.
His deliveries have been so bad. I think he's the most hated United player right now.
I don't
And
think he's hated.
No, he is because he doesn't do enough.
Everyone just finds him
on
frustrating.
both
It's just
ends.
frustration. It's frustration. He's been a good servant to United, but he's no longer able and capable of playing at this level as a right back. And I hope he disproves me today. I hope he plays like out of his skin at centre back and turns into prime Maldini. But for me,
It's possible.
I can't see it happening. The other game tonight as well, Ajax versus Juventus.
that's
What we
gonna
say?
be
Big
So
game.
tasty.
Big game.
Ajax
big
win
game.
3-2.
Ajax, is that where is it?
3-2.
Ajax.
Where is it?
Is
Is
that
that Ajax?
Yeah.
The thing is, Ajax, I think they slightly play better ball than Juventus, you know.
Yeah, but it's Cristiano. It's
A
Cristiano.
lot. It's
But
just they're
Ronaldo,
against
he could just
Cristiano
easily
now.
bag
Yeah,
a
but
hat-trick
Cristiano.
and just be
But this
over.
is the first leg. Remember, Cristiano usually comes alive in the second.
True, it's very true. I think Ajax. I think it might be a little similar situation to Barcelona, though. You know, was it Barcelona? So Real Madrid, where they ball out and then they just don't take their chances. They've got to take their chances against Juventus because Ronaldo will punish you.
Yeah, they should. Their main focus is not to concede, I reckon. Because if they concede,
can't concede away goals because
they're in
Ronaldo
trouble.
we've seen already in this tournament and throughout many years.
I mean,
he'll
De
bite you.
Ligt and Blind have been so good this season.
like, they're lit against
Actually, I
Ronaldo.
say that they've not. They've
They've
not
been
even.
okay, yeah.
They've been okay because PSV have got a better defensive record.
Yeah.
In the Eredivisie, but
But no, they haven't faced Ronaldo.
they haven't faced Ronaldo. But De Ligt is going to be all over Ronaldo. That's what his job will be today.
Well,
Man mark
But every
and
player
follow him
throughout the
left,
last
right,
15
centre.
years have tried to do that. Or last 12 years, however long his career has been now. And it hasn't really worked for anybody, man marking Cristiano, in the same way that we can't man mark Messi tonight. I'm sure that
I reckon
Solskjaer
they're gonna
would
have
love
Fred
to.
on him. They're gonna have Fred on him. so.
Nah, Fred. Do you know what? I hammered Fred at the start of the season, and
Deservedly
rightly so,
so.
to be honest, because he was not good enough for a £50 million signing.
Still not
But
good enough.
last 2 weeks against Wolves, I thought he played some really nice
Better.
ball.
Generally, the last
you win
month
those games?
he's looked a lot more assured.
We won one of them.
I don't think he's.
Watford,
I think he's so overrated.
And of course, let's not forget he did start in central midfield against PSG.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well, I just think
well,
for
he
50
came back
mil
and
you
won.
could have got.
I think it's, but it's like you have to remember, like,
How much
he
did Real
had-
Madrid
he had-
spend
he
on
had-
Frankie? I mean, Barcelona spent on Dion.
85.
85.
On who?
Frankie de Jong.
Fair.
85 mil. You sure?
Yeah, 82 was it?
Mad. I thought it was less.
Nah, it's not that much less than that.
You have to remember with Fred as well. This is a guy that Pep had pretty much at the top of his shopping list in the summer.
Yeah.
And we took him off City. He came
I mean,
in.
did you
But
take
it
him
was-
off City?
I don't think it was
But,
that.
like,
But
did
I
you
don't
take
think
him
it
off
was that
City?
either.
Well, they clearly wanted him.
Did they?
But not
Well, it's
as
just
much. I
reports.
think
Like,
if
we can't-
they
we
wanted
can't
him as
always
much.
just trust reports.
Yeah.
But
And
it-
gossip columns.
Either way.
But Pepper subsequently said that he wanted a central midfielder.
Yeah, of
Why
course.
didn't he sign a
But
central
he's-
midfielder?
Either way,
Either
I
way,
don't think you get the
There's
reports as extensively about City wanting him without them at least wanting him a bit. And I think when he entered United during one of the most toxic periods in the club's kind of modern history, in terms
I'll
of
be honest, I've
Mourinho being a
like-
dead man walking.
I've completely forgot about him.
Yeah,
Let's
like-
also not forget that Gylfi Sigurdsson cost £50 million 3 years ago.
Yeah,
or
but that's
2 years ago.
Everton.
I
Man.
don't,
They buy.
but it's not
overspend
even
on
about the
everyone.
price tag. It's more about Fred clearly showed that he had the abilities
I
to
don't
be
think
a midfielder at a top European club.
don't think he did,
But
though, man.
before he
I
came
don't
to
think he did.
United, and he was
Struggled.
clearly struggled to get up to the pace originally, or at least just struggled to fit in. And kind of gain confidence originally, playing under a manager who clearly wasn't coaching the players right. This transition is also quite difficult as well. Like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been really good for a lot of players, but
Some players
he's
think that's right,
he's not a genius.
Yeah, 100%. You've seen him axe Fellaini first 3 weeks. And
Yeah,
then
I
you've
read
seen-
that. I rated that.
And
though.
you've seen
Rated
Fellaini
that.
play tons of games under Jose Mourinho. The game's just about to kick off. One thing I will say is if you are new to the channel and you have never watched us before, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on. We do new videos every single day about
Yes.
Daily,
everything
football.
So make sure you get onto that. Come on, Manchester United!
Come
You know
on,
what I'm going to
Messi.
say, sorry, George behind the camera. Get them eardrums burst. But equally, I am nervous. Coutinho and Luis Suarez have great records at Old Trafford.
Coutinho is just not
Both
good
of them
enough,
have
though.
good records.
God, they're
at Old
two
Trafford.
former Liverpool boys as well.
Oh
Forget
yeah.
that.
He said that.
You know that
Coutinho
those
said
two
that.
are going to come back to bite us.
Do you know how much I
And
love?
Steve McManaman's on commentary as well.
Well, just as well we can't hear them.
Yeah.
Do you know how much I love when games are played late games are played during the day?
God. What do you mean?
With it being light outside.
Oh,
It's
well,
not
and then
dark.
It's different level, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed that with the footage of the sevens yesterday. Very
Yeah, I know.
majestic.
Less said about that.
Look how deep we are already, though, Man United. Look how deep we are already. Look at Ashley Young getting caught out of
Ashley
position.
Young getting
early
caught. He's going to
first
slide.
2 minutes.
Bait.
Yeah, there you go,
Corner!
Young.
Well
That's
played.
world class from Young, putting it out
Oh
for a
my
corner.
God.
He's one of those
I'm so
players that
nervous.
makes those those last ditch
Because he's
challenges.
always out of position.
Always.
That's what it is. He's always out
He
of position,
lives
so
for
it's
it.
always a recovery challenge. And then it just looks great
Yeah.
to like the person who's uneducated or watches a highlight reel.
But you know what's so mad about Young? Yeah, it's like his deliveries was one of his key attributes, but
Never
now
puts a cross in the box.
it's just like
From dead ball, he's actually.
Oh, this is a goal.
nah, they ain't got.
Right now, it's a corner to Barcelona. It's been 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Oh,
and that's
what was
one of the
that?
worst things I've ever seen in my life.
Obviously, they tried a little routine. Fred a bit too sharp on it though, but Philippe
probably could've
Coutinho, man, I remember Philippe Coutinho breaking my heart with that little dinked goal at the front post. Was that in a cup competition as well? I think it was when they knocked us out.
what about the one?
FA Cup?
What about the
Oh,
absolute?
what? No, in the UEFA.
The
Europa,
the
yeah.
Europa League. Yeah, knocked us out. The Europa
How much
League.
of a baller is Arthur though?
Yeah, man.
That guy is mad.
I love.
It's not even.
watching
It's not
Arthur.
fully pronounced like Arthur, is it? It's like
Arthur.
Artur, I think.
Artur. Yeah, it's
It's a
weird.
cool name, innit? But equally, United are under so much pressure
Oh,
already.
Pogba sliding all over the.
It slips.
This is what it's going to be.
Yeah, we've
Barca
not
are
even
going to
had
rock at least
opportunities to press
65%
at all.
possession tonight. They're going to rock at least 65% possession.
Just got to take our chances when they come, haven't we, boys? Come on, Scott.
Yeah, Scotty Mac. Right, let's get another question
Al
then.
Scott
Obaseki,
McTominay
what we got
becoming
coming
an
in?
icon.
All right, this one is from James.Wilkes1134. Looking at the new managers this season, who's had a better season, Sarri or Emery?
The exact same. They're literally the exact same point.
I
in
would
the
say,
league
I would
table.
say simply from a PR perspective, definitely Emery.
But that's only because he didn't
Oh,
start.
no.
Oh,
go.
wobble! Ooh.
I think
That's only because he didn't start as well.
Yeah, no, but no, no,
Because
he
also
did start
at the
pretty
begin-
well. They were
but not
unbeaten
as
for
well.
a long
Not
time.
not an 11 game unbeaten streak
not-
like
not-
we were.
Longer, I think. I think
Or
in all
13
comps they
months.
were unbeaten. And
No, but
Busquets has got to get a yellow
He
there.
has to get a yellow card. That has to
Wow.
be a yellow card.
You don't do that to Scott McTominay
Do you
and
not
get
know
away
who
with it.
Scott McSauce is?
Crazy.
That has to
Mikey,
be a yellow card.
Their ones was
missed
that
that.
they'd lost a couple of games first, and then they went
They did.
unbeaten.
Yeah,
Whereas
but
Chelsea
they
went
lost
off.
against Chelsea
How's that
and
not
Man
yellow
City.
card?
Come on, it's like 2 minutes in.
I don't think that any minute in the game. That is a yellow card.
That wasn't that bad,
It's reckless.
man.
It's
That's
reckless.
definitely a yellow.
That is
reckless.
not
That's
that
definitely a
bad.
yellow.
It's reckless. It
You
should be
do
a
that.
yellow card.
Busquets
All
is
the
a
time.
man,
Yeah,
you know.
and he gets sent
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
You don't think I don't get booked?
You can't say you can't use Joe doing it all the time as a reason for him not
Who
getting
would you have
yellow.
taking this free kick?
Um,
I think I'd give it
Pogba.
Rashford.
really?
Do you remember
Oh yeah,
smashing
Rashford is
it
good.
in Sevilla against Sevilla away from home last season in the Europa League, putting it top corner from this sort of range. This suits a left footer though, you know.
Rashford's got quite a kind of interesting technique on the old free kicks as well. It could just go anywhere, couldn't it?
Yeah, Rashford's got that sort of Cristiano Ronaldo technique where you have no real clue where it's going, but about 80% of the time it hits the wall. They've got a one-man wall here.
Here we go.
This is a road.
Put it in for
tactic,
Lukaku.
isn't
They
it?
are
Look,
buoying
you
it.
can through ball it to Lukaku right now.
No, but why?
This is brave.
Have you
What?
seen a
They're
one-man
not
Great
rating
goal.
the thing at all.
Oh,
my
that's
days.
not a bad effort. from Rashford.
Rashford
Not a
hits
bad
the ball
effort.
so nicely,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
also,
yeah. He's mastered it. He's mastered
it
it.
can but it can look very bad. There have been times
Yeah, of course,
because
yeah.
he crosses the ball in the exact same way.
Yeah.
Why
Wait, do you know what it is to have one man in the wall? That's no respect to United. You know?
It's crazy, you know.
Weird.
Love it, Scotty Mac.
What?
Ref, you've
What's
got to
going
give
on?
him a yellow.
No. Not after the Busquets one. Who's that?
ref,
Scotty
he's
Mac?
throwing the
Love it.
ball away.
McTominay is getting well involved.
Oh my God!
Young.
Hey, VAR. That was mad. That was mad from Young.
not
That was
sending
mad
off.
from
No,
Young.
but all jokes aside, what
Yellow.
is Young doing? Lunging through it from behind.
He's an
That's
idiot.
crazy.
He
That's
wants
crazy.
to get sent off.
I don't know what he's doing over the halfway line at this point.
Equally, let's go back to the question. Emery
Yeah.
versus Sarri. I think, from a PR perspective, I agree with Mikey. I think Emery has had a better season than Maurizio Sarri.
But
PR,
Sarri-
what do you mean a PR
I think
perspective?
Arsenal's-
A PR perspective isn't having a better
Arsenal's
season.
expectations were
Well,
so
in
much
some
lower
ways.
than yours.
I agree in terms of the fact that he has brought Arsenal further this season than they were last season, whereas Sarri essentially done the
Yeah.
exact same.
Exactly.
But I also didn't really expect Sarri to do much better than this. Like, let's be honest.
Same.
You expected him to change the entire squad with one player.
It's the only reason you're
What?
saying Sarri is on levels with Emery, yeah, is because, or even less, is
well,
because
that's
the way we
nice of
started, it looked like we were challenging
Yeah.
for the league.
The way we started, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, same.
And
I don't know what
I
he's
was actually like, this is mental, because we were playing such nice football.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they're both in the exact same position. And to be honest, like, good luck to Sarri, because next year, when you can't sign any players,
Don't
everyone's
say
getting
that,
on.
man. It's not confirmed
I've
yet.
got no,
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
it's done, bro.
It's not. We've got a case.
It's done.
We
Oh,
can
yeah,
bust
It
that.
looks like we're playing a back three
Oh.
of Shaw, Smalling, and Lindelof.
There's no one in the box though.
Young on the right
Oh.
and Dalot on the left. Which
Cut
is-
him. Oh, what a touch! You know, if he gets a free
Scott?
kick, he's scoring. that.
Scotty! Either
So
way, Dalot's playing as a left wing back. It's mad. I don't know what's going on.
nuts.
Dalot's playing as a left wing back. If you are one of the nearly 5,000 people that are watching this stream
yes.
at the moment, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, send all your questions in as well. Sam is on,
I'm on that.
asking duties. He's reading them all live on the iPad, so get involved. And I'm thinking, get in there, Linda. Look
Yes,
at
come
that
on, Scotty!
Mac. Look at Scotty Mac.
Oh, that was.
That's actually a
composed.
very nice ball. To be
was
fair.
good.
What do you mean?
Good.
Scotty
That was very
Mac,
nice,
mate.
Scotty Mac is
Brazil
not,
tried.
2 years' time. Scott McTominay is not going to be at
Brazil
Manchester
tried to
United.
call him up 2 weeks ago,
that-
man. Brazil tried to call him up 2 weeks ago, and he couldn't even get. He had to say no to him. He's turned down Argentina,
Oh, God.
Brazil, and Germany so far. He's chosen Scotland. It's kind of mad, you know.
If we do progress to the semi-finals, then I will get nightmares about Scott McTominay facing the same fate as Darren Fletcher did in 2009. Do you remember when he got sent off in that
Oh
semi-final?
my God, I do in the semi-final.
Are
probably
you really
cost us the-
comparing? Are you? Oh my gosh, what a ball!
I'm
Suarez.
just being
It's
silly.
offside, man.
But
Right, okay. Dalot's playing at left wing back. We've got Shaw, by the looks of it, playing on the left-hand side of a back three. I'm not too sure what the hell's going on.
not too
I'm
sure.
pretty confused. But this is the benefit of Diogo Dalot. Dalot has played as a left back at Porto and a right back.
Here we go!
Dave.
Oi, oi!
I love Pogba so much.
my
man.
God.
So
Oh
good.
my gosh.
Oh,
Do you know what
The
it is?
Pogba Rashford connection again.
Oh my God, I thought he was in, you know.
He's so
He was
good.
pretty much.
I thought he was in.
Oi, actually killed me. Good God.
Busquets, just being classic Busquets.
Busquets
Is,
has hurt his arm. This is
that was great from
football.
Lukaku as well. Oi, that was so good.
You would have been on.
He would have been on. He would have been on.
There are.
It's good for
Ter Stegen
Stegen.
does brilliantly.
Very,
Ter
very good.
Stegen does absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah, it was off his own quick.
That's heartening, though. That's heartening.
It's interesting as well, you know, Fred's dropped into that sort of DM role by the looks of it, because McTominay's quite advanced on this right-hand side, obviously having to support Ashley Young a little bit more because it's Ashley Young down there. But I'm very intrigued by this back line because I've not seen Dalot play at left back or left wing back at all this season.
Kind of doesn't make sense.
Have you?
Yeah, I haven't. No.
I'm kind of in disbelief that we've actually risked this sort of formation.
And 6,000 people watching us right now, which is mental. And what should they do, Joe?
Guys.
Yes, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on, hit the like button, and submit a question because Sam Obaseki is going to read them out to us.
Yes, sir.
Also, for those asking why they can't see the game,
for obvious reasons, put it
Copyright.
on the TV and pay for it. You
Article
cheapskate.
13, you know them ones there.
Article 13. That one, bro.
Is that the reason?
Yeah, we go with that. It's the law, man. Right, but next question, they said, why do you think Barcelona, or they didn't say, I'm saying this because it's not loading right now, but this is a question I have. Why is Umtiti not starting?
Umtiti's not starting because he's massively out of favour with Valverde at the moment.
There's been a few slips today.
And when did he even come back from injury?
Yeah, essentially that's it. Like he's.
Oh, he's knocked him. Go on, burn it.
Should.
Oh, PK's lost so much pace.
Oh my god, I thought he
He
was
hasn't,
going
though,
to.
that's the thing.
so-
That's mad.
No, so
he's
essentially
very
what
well
happened was like
positioned
Lenglet, Umtiti was injured and Lenglet kind of got into the squad.
Yeah.
And Umtiti's now only just come back from injury and hasn't really been able to get his place back because Lenglet's been decent or good enough at least to play at the back. I mean, there's also talks or reports and gossip of Umtiti potentially leaving Barcelona. But
Because of his injuries, isn't it?
I mean, it's
equally-
weird because it's like the future in your head is going to, or in my head at least, is going to be Umtiti and Lenglet, two French partners at the
Delict.
back.
What about
Oh
Rafael
yeah,
Delict?
I completely
The
forgot
chat
about
is, though,
Delict.
that if Delict joins,
Jesus,
Umtiti will leave. But Umtiti's pissed off a lot of people at Barcelona.
really?
So what happened was Umtiti has had 2 knee injuries over the last 4 years. This is his 3rd knee injury, and it's a piece of displaced cartilage in his knee.
Ouch.
And to sort it out, you need to have surgery. Umtiti refused to have surgery. Barcelona advised that he had surgery. 2 independent doctors advised, employed by Barcelona, that he has surgery. Umtiti refused to go under the
I
knife.
can understand why though, because there's
And extended his knee injury by 3 months because of it, because he chose to try and heal naturally. If it doesn't work, he will have to go under the knife again, and it'll be another 6 months out.
But it makes sense because even if you go under the knife, it can just do nothing.
It can, but equally, this is the same injury that finished Carlos Puyol's career.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a serious injury, and get across to support Young. It's a serious injury, and
Yes,
I think
warning.
the fact that he didn't have
Yeah, it's annoyed a lot
surgery
of the board.
has annoyed a lot of the people. who
And you
understand
don't want to annoy the Barcelona board because then you're gone.
Well, the
they-
trouble is, if they need to spend 80 million, 90 million on Matthias de Ligt, you've got to sacrifice a defender to bring up that fee because Coutinho's going to leave, but they've also got to pay off other transfers.
Do you think
Coutinho
Coutinho's
definitely gonna
100%?
Yeah,
Coutinho's
100%,
gonna
man.
leave,
He's
yeah,
gone,
sure.
man.
It's gonna be
I mean, he
he's
starts
in.
in
He's
Manchester.
He's in.
Messi.
Oh,
Messi.
Messi,
Give it
what
back
type
to-
of touch was that? Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Goal. Coutinho. He scored at Old Trafford already. It's
Not
done.
Suarez.
Hey!
Wait,
Ref, VAR, wait, hold on.
Oh,
Hold
VAR
on.
as well.
Hold
This
on.
is a whole thing.
Oh,
I
Oi!
don't think that's
Oi.
a goal. I don't think that's offside.
That's not offside.
Well, he's
That's
miles
not off.
onside.
So it's not about this ball.
yeah.
Though. It's this ball from
it's
Messi.
whether Coutinho gets a touch. Because
Okay, he's not offside there.
He's on.
Suarez
on
is
there,
not
he's
offside.
on.
Oh yeah, and
And
Coutinho's
he's on.
way
And he's
on.
not offside there.
Oh,
Ref, what's
it's not
he
even
putting the
Coutinho's
flag up?
goal.
It's definitely a goal.
It's a goal.
Yeah.
You
That's what
100%
VAR
have to
for.
check
So
VAR.
for those at home who can't see the game, essentially Suarez has scored a goal, but
Nah,
it
no,
was called.
Coutinho.
Coutinho didn't get a touch.
Oh, he didn't get touched.
Suarez has scored a goal.
Miles onside. I don't know what the
and
issue is. He's
The
definitely
linesman has
onside.
put his flag up, calling offside. They've given offside, but they'll go to VAR, and I assume give a goal.
It's given. It's been
It's
given.
given.
There you
Goal!
go. 1-0 to Barcelona.
Luis Suarez.
And this is going to ruin the game.
Yeah, slightly,
This
slightly.
is
Ruin the
it.
game.
Slightly.
Lionel Messi.
Mad.
And
Mad.
let's go. what Sam said. What kind of touch is that? 2 seconds later, assist.
Yeah, he's mad. But that's what I'm saying. Messi's a madman.
Exactly.
He
That
can
was
do
a bad
anything
touch, and he
from it.
created. Nah, man.
you know
that-
what? Was
that's
it a
bad
unreal.
touch?
And, but
Pretty well.
also Suarez, like the movement of Suarez and that was unreal as well. They have
Lindelof.
such a good connection there.
Oh,
He knows
Luke
exactly.
Shaw. Luke Shaw looks at him.
But
What's
man,
Luke
see,
Shaw
this is the
doing?
issue.
Yeah,
This
really
is the
bad for
issue
Luke
with
Shaw.
playing a wing back as a centre back.
Yeah, it
Luke
doesn't
Shaw
make
looks
sense.
at him
Against
twice.
Doesn't make
PSG,
sense.
it's not working.
No, but
tonight.
Shaw. No, but that doesn't make sense.
Thing
from
is,
Shaw,
Shaw
though. He
look-
genuinely was looking back
Bro,
at him the whole
Shaw-
time.
Goal. That's
Shaw
an own goal
looks-
as well.
Shaw
It's an own goal.
looks-
It's an own goal.
Shaw looks, but he doesn't actually.
Oh, it's off his
it's
arm.
come off Shaw.
It's off his arm, but Coutinho would have
Shaw,
got there
oh
anyway.
goal.
He would have tapped it in anyway, but equally that's a Shaw own goal, man.
But Shaw looks at him twice, but doesn't actually look at him. He just checks his shoulder like that. He's not properly looking. That's it though. 1-0 Barcelona in 30
But Ashley Young's
minutes.
on the ball now,
He'll
so
give it
anything
away.
can happen.
Oh,
Yeah, that is the worst possible start for Man United.
they've been all
Look,
over you though.
Yeah, but they are gonna
PSG went ahead. Like
PSG won beat us
Exactly.
out 2-0, mate. PSG comfortably beat us. at
PSG
2-0
also
as well.
didn't have Neymar though, or Cavani on the pitch.
Wait, is Dembele on the
True.
bench?
Yes.
Yeah, but he travelled. But when I saw the squad list for Barcelona, he had 2 asterisks next to his name, and it said at the bottom pending medical examinations.
Oh, okay.
So I don't even know whether he's on the bench. He's obviously been struggling with another injury, Ousmane Dembele, which is just
Is
plaguing
it-
him at the moment.
This is amazing.
This is so bad. Let's get another question, Obaseki.
Okay, out of the wait, hold on. I've got one. It's just gone
It's
because
coming. It's coming.
there's
It's
so
too excited by
much.
the game, innit?
There's so much
Too
going
excited by the
on.
game. You find another question. We'll carry on talking through the game.
No, they basically said out of the teams left in the Champions League with the way the draw is set up, who do you think's favourite?
I've forgotten how's the draw happen. Who do you face if you go to the semi?
Liverpool or Porto.
Oh,
okay.
really?
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh god.
Barca Liverpool, if that were to happen,
It's
would be a
great game,
tasty,
man.
yeah,
It's a
tasty
tasty
semi.
tie,
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Barca, Liverpool, even United, Liverpool.
I mean, we're writing
course.
United off.
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I think Juve. Oh, Spurs are beating City, aren't they?
Juve Spurs would be an interesting one after
Juve,
their
any
meeting
of them.
last season.
Ajax Spurs, Ajax City.
I actually
Amazing.
think Spurs might go through.
I think so
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
City.
I
Yeah.
can see it. I can
doubt
see
it.
it. I mean,
Spurs
it's
are amazing away
it was
record.
weird. Because, but what was Pep
But
Guardiola
City's home
doing?
record.
What was Pep doing
Yeah,
yesterday?
that was poor. He
you know
poor decision,
what?
but I think he genuinely
Here and
crumbles
again.
in them positions.
You know, Pep has. Go on, Youngie. Oh, what
Wow,
is
he
that?
gave it
You know,
back.
Pep hasn't won an
That's
away
a
leg
bad
in the Champions League past the quarterfinals, so quarterfinals or semi-finals
Yeah.
away from home in 8 or 9 seasons.
Yeah,
Since
that's
they won it in
mad.
2011, since Barca won it in 2011.
That's
mad.
mental.
But you can
That's
tell-
with
you
that's
can-
with
no,
an
but you can
amazing
tell that
Bayern
plays on
squad.
his mind though because he overthinks his decisions. To start
well, there's
Gundogan
a-
Mahrez was mad.
Pep Guardiola. When people say like I live football, I breathe football. Pep Guardiola breathes
Yeah,
football.
yeah.
All he does is think about football. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't have any time off. This is why he had to have sabbatical
Oi, oi.
because of how much
That
football was just in his
Bertie.
Maybe
life.
sometimes he overthinks it.
Well done.
Maybe.
Keep it, Freddie.
I wouldn't criticise Guardiola and his team selection last night too much. Like I can understand why he did it. I think he probably regrets
I just
it.
thought
a bit,
Vincent
but I think it was
Kompany
probably
was
seen
odd,
as a bit.
like-
Yeah, Company would have perhaps been good. I don't know whether he played the game before.
Why not start
but
Kevin De
clearly-
Bruyne?
Well, his quotes on Kevin De Bruyne were mad.
But-
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 yeah.
that in
But
general
I
was
don't think.
crazy.
You see what he said about him, innit?
Yeah.
Was that actually true? I thought
Yeah.
that was fake news.
No, it's a legit quote.
Why? No, but you know, apparently De Bruyne's attitude is a bit nuts sometimes. You know.
Really?
Jose
I
mean, you
Jose
could-
Mourinho said something similar. That's why he.
that doesn't
he
necessarily
wasn't
surprise me. Like there was
Jose
that.
said that about everybody.
Yeah, there was also that whole thing. Remember when it was like the let me talk thing? Like Kevin De Bruyne is one of the best best midfielders in the world.
What
Of
is
course.
that? Why do we play these balls into these stupid areas?
Lucky you got Pogba on.
And in my head, it doesn't make
Let's give it
sense
back
why
to
you
him.
don't play your best players in the
No, but to
most
be fair,
important games.
Yeah, but to be fair, the only reason I understand it to a certain
easily.
extent is because I know he prioritizes the Premier League over the Champions League.
Oi,
I don't know if
Why?
he does
Oi,
necessarily.
I don't think
pressure.
he does. Like the whole talk about the quadruple as well. Like that stuff will get to him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it does.
No, man, he's won the
He-
6th touch.
Every single season, people
Oh, that's
talk
mad.
about the quadruple when he.
And
Oi,
that
come
is
on,
a
yellow
100%
card.
yellow card.
Yes.
That is Busquets should have been off.
That is mad.
Busquets
Arguably,
in the
Busquets
buckets.
should be off. Busquets should be off the pitch.
That was a poor touch from Busquets, though.
Busquets should be off
Look
the
at
pitch.
how good he is putting his body
Yeah.
in front of him, man.
Very,
Mate,
very well won that foul.
This is
from,
Kim
from
Pembe
Pogba.
2.0,
It
man.
is,
When
it is.
Kim Pembe didn't get a red card.
It
against
is. That's
Manchester United.
exactly what it
happened
is. Here we go.
He came back and bite him because karma is real.
It is real. It's real, especially when VAR's involved.
Great area this.
VAR, quick one. VAR, what are we making of it this season?
100%
VAR.
Got to be
VAR.
in the Premier League, man. We're taking
I love
too
it.
long
I
to
love
implement
VAR. It also adds
It's
that extra. I love the
it is
extra
good.
drama.
No,
it adds.
the thing is, yeah, it adds,
funny though,
it
is
adds,
that-
it
but
adds
you-
drama, but at the same time, like the decision that happened yesterday, it was just so unnecessary. Like
Yeah.
no one was calling for it. It's
So-
a normal slide tackle. How are you supposed to slide?
I'll be
without your hand
honest.
going up?
I actually haven't seen the decision. I'll be honest.
Literally,
I
he
don't.
slid. He's hit his elbow. No
I think
one
it was
called for
actually.
it.
I think it was actually less of a pen than the Kimpembe one because his arm was clearly moving away or trying to move away from it.
What, for
But-
Danny Rose last night?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a definite pen.
Really?
I don't know.
I think obviously it hit his hand. It's a pen, but
Debatable.
it's just like.
But the
what-
rules have
come on,
changed.
Paul.
It does seem like the rules have changed,
Come on,
which
Paul.
we kind of have to accept it
Come on, Paul.
as it is
Come on,
for
Paul.
now at least.
Come on.
That's how you
Paul.
know they rate Pogba though. They got 3 men in the wall
Why is
now.
Fred
Oh,
doing that?
poor.
My God.
What are we doing there? That definitely suits a right footer.
Go on,
That's
Messi.
off!
Go on,
No
Messi.
chance.
Can you even do it?
Oh.
That's a terrible
Of
play.
course he.
Oh, God, look!
That didn't even.
I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was going to be.
Was that, please
Before I
tell me
said,
that
was going to be. That was destined to
Oh
be
my
young.
God! Please tell
Do
me
you know
that's
what
hit
that free
someone.
kick from Fred has hit Smalling in the back? That's how bad those two are.
There's no way this is.
That
young
was
shot.
mad from Messi
This
though.
has
What
to
type
have
of
a
clearance was
deflection.
that?
No.
I've had it. Look at that. Look at that. Somebody clip that shot out and tweet it to me, please. Somebody clip that out and tweet it to me, please. Come and get
Here
the
he
ball,
goes,
Diogo.
See you later, Shaw. Good
See you
to
later,
bye.
Shaw.
Bye.
It's
Referee.
on the weights.
Oh,
it's
he's
not
got
yellow.
yellow as well. He's
And
getting
it's
sent
not
off.
yellow.
What are you on about?
How on earth is that a yellow?
He pulled him back, man.
It's
Come on,
blatant
bro.
foul. There's no intention for the ball there at all.
Shaw's a joke, man.
He holds on to him a lot. He holds on to him a lot.
Yeah. Oh,
What's
bless
happened
him.
to Shaw as well?
What do you mean?
He's been fine.
He's
He's not-
He's going to win our
Bro, that's
player
Leo
of the season.
Messi. That's
Do you
Leo
really
Messi.
think?
Like, that's Leo
Not
Messi.
Lindelof.
You're telling me you don't pull back Leo Messi?
I would
I'm tackling
vote
him.
for Lindelof over Luke Shaw personally. But
Like,
I can understand why Luke Shaw might get
Pogba's
it.
actually going to win it, but I think it should be Luke Shaw. Pogba will win it because he's Paul Pogba. But he's been hit and miss, Paul Pogba, man.
But
Like,
Pogba wouldn't
He's
have
not
won the
been
last
hit and
couple of
miss.
years.
He's
though.
100% your player of the season.
Who?
Pogba.
Is he?
Yeah.
Why?
He's still hit and miss
How
though.
do you
He's
think?
still very inconsistent.
You can't expect him to be at 100% every game. That's just not fair.
Oh,
Of course, but when
Especially
there are
with the players around him.
but there
Go,
are
Rashi!
players playing more consistently than him. I'm
Oh,
not-
he's
I'm-
giving it to
Go on, Youngie.
Your centre back.
He's giving it to
here we
Young.
go.
Is that right wing?
Here we go.
What is he doing?
Rubbish. Rubbish.
Oi, your centre back.
That's one.
Kieran's laughing behind the
Look at
camera
Ole.
as if
He's
Tottenham didn't
fuming.
win last
He doesn't
night.
even know what to say.
But look at this. This is such a good break scenario, man. And then you give it
The-
to Young.
no, it's the worst person to be up there with him though.
Mate,
Look at
that's-
Lukaku busting a gut. He's just not. You just know he's not gonna get it to you.
Oh
Do you know how frustrating that must be though as a player when you see him breaking, you think that's nothing coming of this.
Next question, yeah, from Big Man Kaza. Come on. What do you think of Brendan Rodgers start at Leicester, and do you think they'll break into the top 6 next season?
No, they're definitely not going to break into the top six.
Leicester.
Not at all,
Yeah.
mate. Leicester have to be top 6.
Ball! Come
Fucking-
on, Scott.
Mate, Wolves are the most likely to get into the top
I
6
think
next
Everton
season.
probably more likely,
Yeah,
yeah.
Everton are more likely than
Mate,
Leicester.
go on.
Oh.
Unlucky, that's good football. That's better by United. A little bit of game control. First we've
Leicester,
seen.
mate. Leicester
must
have
admit,
to replace Jamie Vardy, and they still haven't replaced Riyad Mahrez.
They got Iheanacho though.
I mean, I say, wow.
I don't
Nah,
think,
he's-
why
he's
did they have to
like-
replace Jamie Vardy?
he's not going anywhere.
Jamie Vardy, I'd like to know how many games Jamie Vardy
He's going to be
started.
32 this year, is he
He's
not?
got
32 and he's pulling injuries left,
He's
right,
got
and
another
centre.
2 seasons in him, I reckon.
Yeah, half of them being injured.
Yeah, but that's why they've got
But they've got
Iheanacho.
budget, man. They never spent that Riyad Mahrez 75 million.
How much for James Maddison? To be fair, James Madison's
been
quality,
amazing
and I'd like to see whether he's at United, not
It's gonna be yellow
whether he's
for
at
Lindelof now.
Leicester, not end of this summer, next summer.
This ref's busy, man. This ref's too busy.
He's giving another yellow.
He's
He's
annoying.
not. He's not another yellow.
Still
not-
nothing wrong.
How is that a foul? He's just leaning into him.
Yeah, that's a tactical one though.
Either way, I don't think they'd stand any chance
Yeah,
of finishing 6th. Let's try and get into the top 8 if you're a Leicester fan first.
literally.
They'll spend a little
They've
bit of
also-
money on the forwards
But
this year.
they've lost their not technical director. Basically the guy who signed Riyad Mahrez, Kante.
He went ages
Yeah.
ago to Everton.
Ages ago.
2017 he went
Maybe
to.
2016.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe it's someone else I'm thinking of that's gone to Southampton.
PK baller.
Nah, Southampton.
Oh, Messi. Oh,
Oh.
How's he just standing
Sorry,
people
that's
like
disgusting.
this?
my gosh.
As Joe Tomlinson would say,
That guy
take him
kicked
out, 2 foot him,
Oh, Shaw's a booking now.
break his cartilage.
Somebody get Scott McTominay on this man.
Look how deep Messi goes. It's fantastic.
It's so mad because
He doesn't even run.
as a player, how do you even prepare for Messi?
You can't.
That's why. Do you see before Messi drew that foul from Luke Shaw?
Hasn't it?
That like when you saw Dalot not sure whether he was going to go to him or not.
Yeah.
Like imagine being in that position where you're like, do I go to him and get absolutely skinned and then be caught 40
Out of
yards
position,
from goal?
Yeah.
And then
Or do I just find my position and
The thing is
completely, completely chicken out of it?
Have we ever seen Messi like cancel that other game before?
What do you
I'm
mean?
trying to think of a game where he's been
has there ever been a
fully-
game where Messi hasn't?
against us though? He's been
whereas
cancelled out a
opponent
couple
has been,
times.
Yeah, for sure,
Not
for sure.
really,
But
bro.
I don't think.
You
I
saying
don't think.
against Chelsea.
Yeah, he didn't score for like.
Yeah, because he missed chances. He missed a penalty. Like
Yeah,
there were
that was
games he
because
could-
of Czech, not because of him.
Hey,
No, there's one way to
yeah.
put it wide.
Equally, Messi was not the player that he is now when he was playing Barcelona. Even when he was kind of at his kind of in his physical prime, as it were, in like when he was kind of 22, 23, 24. Obviously, when you played him in 2012 and whatnot, he wasn't the player he is now.
Yeah,
He could be man marked then because he had more of a defined role in the side in terms of scoring.
But then as
Whereas
well,
now
the
it's
worst
like
we've
he
seen-
just.
The worst
He
we've
can roam.
seen from him is when. Do you remember the year when the two German clubs absolutely
Bayern and
Dortmund
Oh yeah, that was
demolished?
disgusting.
Was it Barca and Real?
Barca and Real.
Yeah.
That was
2013.
mad.
2013,
The
yeah.
aggregate scores like 18-2 or something
Yeah.
across the two legs against the two sides. That was the one year where
2013.
both Messi and Ronaldo got absolutely demolished.
That was mad,
When it
you
was
know.
Robin.
Good play.
Robin and Lewandowski.
Wow, Lukaku is boiling it.
Really?
We're
That is
panicking.
not good enough, is it?
Lukaku
How
is
is that
boiling
good enough for this level? How is
His
that
fir-
good enough for
His
this
first
level?
touch was like 3-1. I feel sorry for him, man.
Dalot's overlapping on the right hand side, comes back inside onto his weak peg and slings balls in the box like that. It's not good enough for this level. You can't play like that at this level.
No, but
But how
One
many?
thing I
how
will
many of
say
his
though, I
players-
think even considering it's 1-0, and maybe especially considering it's 1-0, I think we have entered the Barcelona final third a lot easier than I'd expect. Like on more occasions than I'd expect in the first 24 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
The game is more open.
against PSG, we never even got near their box. So at the moment, it's not been a terrible start. Other than the goal, it's been pretty even.
Yeah, relatively. Barcelona obviously have more.
Sure,
Way
to be
more
fair,
dangerous,
you've had
but-
2 free kicks from very good angles, which should have been a lot better than they actually were.
76 possession.
Oh, my
That's all going to
days.
change now because we've got the ball. We've strung about 7
Where's
passes
Scott?
together.
Where's
so-
Scott?
Scott's striking wide, mate, because he's actually got to do the job of Ashley Young and himself today.
he's in the
Bless him.
gap.
Well,
Where's Young?
Young,
he's pushed up
Young's
right
nowhere
wing.
to be seen.
He's
but
right
people
wing.
just try not to pass in the ball now.
Do you reckon Solskjaer will switch to a back 4 come the second half?
Second half. Well, I think if it stays like this, he's going to bring Martial on. We're going to have to try and get a goal. We can't go into the away leg 1-0
Oh my
down. Man.
God. Pogba's like, where are you?
Look at that by Young, giving it away.
Oh, someone said Ashley Cole did pocket Messi twice, actually, and I believe that.
When?
Of course, you're going to believe that,
Like,
aren't you?
You've also
In
got
2012, Chelsea absolutely did Barca, didn't they, in the semis?
no.
Yeah, they did. They did.
No,
The first leg?
we did.
First leg,
First
yeah, maybe
leg,
not.
we were lucky not to
No,
to.
the second leg.
Deliver!
Second leg, even then,
Deliver!
bro. Like
Nah,
second
that's
leg
good.
was a great defensive performance, but Messi missed a
Lovely.
penalty.
Good ball from Pogba.
Like Messi missed a penalty.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Whether you can never pocket Messi.
and
He's
also
always gonna
when
get
you're
chances.
when you're pocketing Messi, that's probably
pocketing
2
anyone else.
men. You're leaving Villa or David Villa. You're leaving Iniesta unmarked.
He was on as
Like,
well. That ball was on, you know. He's overhit that. It's a good chance for a player of Paul Pogba's calibre.
Semedo.
Unlucky,
He's done well to get a
Unlucky.
goal. He's
Get that
unlucky
ball.
to get a goal.
Get that ball. See, this is why I feel like we should have started Lingard, though, man. This right
Over who,
side just has nothing. Ashley Young,
What, Lingard right wing
play
back?
Dalot right back. Go to a 4. Like, I don't understand what we've got going on with Young there. What's he offered? His first 26 minutes.
How's Lingard when you met him?
I mean,
Yeah, lovely, lovely. We have got an interview with Jesse Lingard going out on the channel later in the week, so keep your eyes peeled for Unfiltered with Jesse Lingard. That's been edited at the moment.
Come on.
Hopefully he scores tonight and does a little celebration we plan with him.
oh yes, very good
Well
call
done,
that ref.
Smallsy.
Very.
Give it to Pogs now. Let you.
Fred, too many
Too
touches.
slow.
Yeah.
Wants
Fred,
to play
has-
too
Fred,
long on the
Fred
ball.
has a little bit of the Zach Jello about him.
That's
Last
good.
couple of touches
Oh,
before
Look
he
at
passes
that. Look
it.
at that by
Oh
Young.
God.
That's good honesty
Ashley
from you
Young.
guys,
Honestly, have you ever seen
Nightmare.
anything of this level? Like Ashley Young?
The thing is with
Look at
Ashley
this.
Young. The thing is with Ashley Young.
Yeah,
I think-
that
Oh my God.
Ashley Young struggles with that as well.
Keeper.
Right, Ashley Young
Yeah.
has just taken a counter-attacking situation all the way back to the goalkeeper because he took 6 touches to get the ball under, trod on it,
I
give it
feel
away,
him,
got it
bro.
back, and then passed it to
I
the keeper.
feel him. Sometimes it happens.
No, I feel sorry for Young because he shouldn't be in this position.
Get the ball!
Here we go. That's
the ball. Whoever that is.
Playing that, though?
Who was that? What a header that was.
What an idiot.
Look at that ball.
Wait, someone get Ashley Young off the pitch. Seriously, no joke.
Next
Honestly,
question.
I might blow a blood vessel in my brain with Ashley Young.
Next question from President
Lenglet,
of the
what are you
Universe.
doing, bro?
He said, "Is Man U more dependent on De Gea
Such a
than
good
Barca are on Messi?"
No, man. Messi's scoring 50 goals a season.
Yeah.
If you take 50 goals out,
It's hard to quantify as well, like...
De Gea's not saving us 50 goals a season.
No, but there was those
One season
few
where he was
seasons
the
where-
Last
great one. arguably one of the
season-
great
was it last
goalkeeping
season?
seasons of all time.
Yeah, last season.
last season he was
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
That's
But even then, like, Messi just is Barcelona. What they?
Yes, Smalling.
What
That
are
was
you down for?
fantastic.
Get up,
Is that-
man, you rat.
Is that
Messi?
Messi on the floor?
It is
Yeah,
Messi
I
on the
think
floor,
so,
yeah.
Don't call the
play.
goat a rap, bro.
Oh, Scott!
Scotty Mac!
Get out, get out, man.
Wait,
Get out, man. Get out, man.
that'll
That's
go VAR,
disrespectful.
that'll go
No, it
VAR.
won't.
No, it won't
That
go
was
far.
That was
Oh no,
embarrassing.
he had something in his ear there. He had something in his ear. He had something in his ear. He's picking up
No
Messi.
chance. He's
No.
got blood in his nose. Oh my days, he's scoring a hat trick. You have angered Messi. You've got blood coming out of the man's nose.
Look at that from Smalling.
Oh,
Kieran
my
Kieran
days.
calls it in the thumbnail for yesterday's comment show.
Penalty.
The main.
Hey, that's got to go.
Yeah,
what are you on about?
Joe, don't
Scott
give him
is
that.
On his
What?
left- on his right
Yeah,
foot.
contact, but
he
then
stands.
yeah.
He's staying, bro.
Yeah.
What's he playing at? Is that your legend?
He
Your
could have
legend?
carried.
It is clear
That's
contact.
embarrassing.
That's
That's
not
embarrassing.
contact, bro.
That's
he can use his
embarrassing.
leg out the way. You
I think
know
that's a pen.
it. You're
I think he's got to go to VAR for that, man.
You're lying.
They blooded up Messi. That's mad.
Nah, to be fair, that was just.
How many
But
players
like
that
I
need
was
to
saying,
stand around him
Smalling
for a
versus
broken nose?
Messi,
Because
the
it's
main
Messi, bro. You gotta make
It's
sure he's
not
main
fine.
battle here.
It's not Smalling the Messi's the main battle.
Yeah.
Kieran did call it. Kieran
How
Garland
many
did call it on the
players
comment
they need
show.
around Messi for a nosebleed? They got a whole team around there, 4 physios, 6 doctors, and a surgeon.
It's Leo Messi,
Wrap
man.
him up, man.
It's Leo Messi.
It's just out of the blue. Like Messi's not expecting it.
Oh, that's assault.
Oh, it's just the hand. The hand clips the nose.
It's perfectly.
Mate,
It's perfectly
I'm the
legal.
same.
Oh.
I'm the same. Whenever a little bit of impact hits my nose, blood just starts pouring out.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh,
a nasty one,
Messi's
isn't it?
gonna megs him.
It's an eye water, isn't it? It's one of those ones that makes your eyes water. Are we going back for that definite penalty in VAR? The
Oh,
ref?
jog on.
Scott McTominay brought down cynical, clinical, two-footed.
Clinical.
Let's get another question then.
Great
while
content,
while
this.
Messi fakes a nose injury.
You kind of answered this, but do you think Man City will choke in the UCL as usual?
I actually think City will.
They did a bit
They'll
yesterday.
win at the Etihad.
But how much?
'Cause even
by?
even
Will
yes-
they let in an away goal?
That is the question. Even yesterday, I thought they were on top for quite a lot of the match, to be honest.
But they weren't
and
as dominant,
to
though.
be fair to Son, the touch to keep it on, the finish are both incredible.
Yeah.
Like it's a great goal, and City have just been beaten by a great goal, and the stadium looked
I mean,
fantastic.
it's a great goal
The
to a
12th
level.
man was fantastic.
It's a great goal to a level. Edison should do better.
No,
I don't think
very,
the
very
way
powerful.
he
I don't
struck
think-
that so
what, with the
close to
save?
him, and
Fab-
that
coming out.
Fabian Delph should not switch off.
I do
Delph,
agree.
of course.
Delph is
Delph's more at fault. Delph's more at fault.
There's so many problems with that goal. Guardiola would have been absolutely spitting.
Yeah, he would have been
It's
fuming,
not an
so.
amazing goal. It's not a well-worked team goal.
But there were-
it's switching off from defenders.
There were chances as well City had that they probably should have done better with.
Yeah, but it goes back to, like, at this stage of the tournament, Fabian Delph is not a good left-back to win you Champions League.
We've known that
Plays
since the
Zinchenko,
beginning.
though.
Like
I don't know if he's
even
injured or not.
Zinchenko, but even
Zinchenko
Zinchenko
was
isn't really. I don't think.
No,
is the one that's
Zinchenko would have
gonna win
started. Zinchenko's is much better
It's
than
fine.
Delph now.
But is he good enough to win you
you.
the
Yeah,
Champions, League?
You
Against
don't- you
Spurs,
don't need
you're
a
good enough
world-class
to beat
left-back to win
Spurs.
it. We
You're
had
good
Wes
enough
Brown
to
at
beat
right
Spurs.
back. And we won the
Yeah,
Champions
but
League
I
with
feel
him.
like
We
that
have
was
to sing
I really
one.
feel like it was a different era. I feel like now, with the way teams set up and the way Pep sets up in particular, the fullbacks are so crucial to their system
Yeah,
that you've got to be better than Fabian Delph.
Well, Benjamin Mendy has one more injury in him essentially before City can take the hit and go. Well, we need.
I think they're
someone
going to buy
else."
someone.
Good ball, that's better, Ashley.
Well
He's-
played.
Oh,
Lovely,
yeah, right,
lovely
shit.
shove in the back
And stop
there.
fucking moaning and get back into the game. Sorry for swearing.
Again, another Jello syndrome. I love moaning at the ref. It's fantastic.
No, it's not good. It's not good. You
Honestly,
need to
should have
stop.
seen him last night.
You need to
should have seen him
stop
last
moaning
night.
at the ref because
You're
they're not
bringing the
going to
team
do
down.
anything but send you off.
I know it's not.
Stop
Should have seen him
moaning.
last night. It was
Mate,
incredible.
the ref actually forgot one of our goals yesterday.
It was
It was
annoying.
annoying
The
me.
ref did forget one of our goals.
Like, come on,
No, but that's because they're actually starting not to like us because
I don't care.
we moan too much.
ref's not my mate. Whatever.
Yeah, but we need them. We need
This
them
sounds like
sometimes.
Millard. This sounds like Millard speaking.
Or Ashley.
We'll leave that.
Can
If
you
somebody
want- if you wanna
find out, if you're watching, can you find out how many times Ashley Young has give the ball away first 30 minutes? Please find that out because it feels like it's 10 plus already.
Messi's got his
Oh
more
my
wins
days,
on him.
you made Messi look mad.
I know. He's done his
Bloody
nose
tight
proper, innit?
That's what happens when you come to Old Trafford, baby.
Fell through!
Wait, why?
That was Adam Temps. That was Adam Temps.
Oh god.
Next question from Danny V.
Yeah.
Who do you think will win the Bundesliga?
Oh,
Oi,
I
oi.
want to say Dortmund so much, but after them getting slapped,
Smashed. They're just not winning it.
it's
innit?
just like,
They're just not winning
mate,
it.
sorry.
Do we really see Bayern dropping any more points?
Yeah,
No.
like,
Well, they've still got RB Leipzig to play, who have been like in really good form recently, and I think Frankfurt as well. So like, I think they've got
fair
technically
to
the,
them.
the
Fair
tougher run-in,
Go on,
but
Django.
equally Dortmund will probably drop more points as a result of that result. I think that's psychologically pretty painful.
What is that?
yeah. I mean,
Don't
but we
blame
also
Pogba for that.
also kind of called it from the beginning. We said that Dortmund, if
Messi
you,
got to be yellow.
we said that Dortmund were running hot, that like Sancho was scoring and assisting at a ridiculous rate.
Paco
Paco
Alcacer
was scoring,
is scoring-
stupidly.
Paco's got 16 in 900 minutes.
What? Like, it's mental.
Yeah, he's averaging 60 minutes a goal still.
That's ridiculous. But like we said, this kind of stuff won't last forever.
I don't even think
guess
it was
what? It didn't.
their front fives to blame. I think it's their defense, man.
Their defence is
Yeah,
good,
they've
mate.
got so much work.
The
They've-
issue-
But they've had a
but
lot of
they're not-
injuries,
Yeah.
and they're so young as well. They're so young. It's more a case
Their
of kind of
defend-
like you can't really expect that defence to be a title-winning
Exactly.
defence at this stage.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can't
They've
really,
got a
you can't blame them
teenager playing
individually at
left
least.
back.
Yeah, I
Their
agree.
two centre backs are like 22 and 23.
Yeah.
The right back, I'm not too sure. how old he
Yeah,
is.
no, their average age is mad. But
Well,
I
Piszczek
slightly,
is quite old, but
I
get-
still
but
want them
still
to
they-
do
they
it.
say
But
like so young.
I think they're going to be so dejected, man. The way they crashed out of the Champions League and then
I mean, that lost to
Losing
Bayern,
5-0.
Bayern will kick,
Oh.
like, not be great.
So it's depressing.
I just want
isn't it?
Sancho to win it so he can cut.
Do not let that bounce!
But even
Oh,
if
well
Sancho
played.
did win it, I don't think he would have left.
Park football.
He wouldn't have left this
Yeah, I
season.
think he'll stay for. I think he'll stay.
Yeah,
for another
Sancho will stay
season.
for one more season, then he's at United.
I think he'll actually go to PSG.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I think it was.
Well, so what? Sancho, Neymar, and Mbappe.
Yeah.
Wow,
That'd be amazing,
That would
though.
be crazy. I would love that.
I think I just don't see him taking the drop down in level to go to United.
back to
No,
the Premier League.
there's no chance he's going United.
But United then could be a United.
I don't think United's that big a drop down from
It
Borussia
is.
though. Really,
It
like
is.
in the long
In
run.
terms of stature and money, it's not. But in, terms of the football right now,
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
the
but
long
in
run,
a
I don't
year's
think it is.
time-
I think in terms of where United are actually aiming for,
Yeah.
where United should be aiming for.
But like, how
it's
do you?
definitely
You
not.
how
bring,
do
you bring in a
should be better
£70
than-
million centre back alongside Lindelof,
Yeah.
a replacement right back.
They've got way more to do than
Oh.
that though, man.
oh,
They
You've
need
got a
that.
whole midfield, mate.
Yeah, they need like 4 or 5 new players,
Look at that.
like world class
That sums
players
it
as
up,
well.
mate. That sums it up there. Look at
Yeah.
that from Chris Smalling. It's
You
awful.
you replaced him with
That's
Koulibaly.
the one time he tries to
Yeah,
ping
you
it as
replace
well.
Smalling, you've got to replace Matic, you've got to replace Herrera, who's joined PSG. You've got to find a right winger. You've got to get a new
The
right,
right
back.
wingers there.
I think you even
So,
need another
4
striker.
players.
To be fair,
Yeah, that's major
Lukaku needs to
surgery.
cut out.
Yeah, 4 players in 2 years is doable
4 players that are going to cost you 300 million plus.
What a ball!
over 2 years.
Oh my God!
Oh
what is he doing?
no!
What is he doing,
Oh,
Smalling?
no.
Smalling, get off his back. You
Oh,
From
what a
De
save!
Gea.
Oh my God!
He's
what a
still
save.
alive.
This is
Messi.
what he's different level, man. David De Gea, moments.
Nah, he's so good at saving with his feet, though,
Yeah,
man.
best in the world. Maybe
Yeah.
the best of all time, saving with his feet.
yeah, I'd actually agree to that because that's
Up there.
Why? Get a goal, Youngie! Oh my God!
It's Young's time to shine. That.
mate. For all of De Gea's his downsides when he first joined United, he's always been good with his feet.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that
Always.
weird, like,
Remember
technique
against
he's
Real
got.
Madrid?
It's the way
2013.
even against
Do you know
Chelsea. I
when
remember
keepers like try and get down low
Oh,
in
that
the hand?
game.
Mata, he saves it.
That was
yeah,
so
like it is.
annoying.
It's a weird tactic of like it's like he's done gymnastics when he was younger.
Yeah, yeah.
I can do the
I do
splits.
think like
You can do the splits so easily.
Yeah. And mad quick as well.
It's like he's got a great technique because when it's too close, yes, Scotty McSauce, that's our ball referee.
No, it's not.
You liar. This is this is as good a save as you'll see, man, because it comes through his legs as well. But it's so bad by our centre-backs
I think
again,
Suarez should have done better there, though.
Why is
mate.
Should have
Oh,
played Messi, though.
save.
Proper reflex.
That
it's
is
a
an
it's,
insane
no, it's a
save,
great
bro.
save. Thing is, like he
So
reads
powerful.
that so well. He knows
Yeah.
he's got a
decision
better
making,
chance
isn't
doing it with his feet than his
Wow.
hands.
that
Did
by
Young
Young?
really just try to win the ball like that?
What is he doing?
No.
Young?
What a touch.
No.
What is
Well
Young
played,
doing?
though.
What
Well
is
played,
Young
though.
playing at in that role there, trying to do that?
You need to get. He's got to come off.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
Go on, Pogs.
Thing is, he's not going to bring Young off because he's the captain.
What? Oh,
It's not
yeah.
going to happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a second yellow.
Yellow
No.
card.
That's a second
That's
yellow.
not a second
That's
yellow.
a second out. That's his fourth foul,
gotta
and we're
be a second
37
yellow.
minutes in.
That
One
is-
more foul.
That's a very dangerous challenge, though.
It's
On
on
a
the
yellow
cusp.
card.
On a yellow
That is
card,
on the
is
cusp.
to do that is mad.
Busquets is now one foul away from being
Thing
sent
is,
off.
Busquets. I can't remember the last time Busquets got sent off.
But the
though.
thing is,
I might
if
be being
Busquets
stupid,
goes,
but,
what?
He's
That's not a
usually
problem
pretty
for
good at
Barca.
playing the
That
ref.
is a problem.
No,
course
it's
it is.
not.
He's
I mean, he's the best defensive mid. Oh, he's Scott
Oh,
McSauce.
look at that! Was that? Did he just get through Coutinho and Busquets there?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Get there.
The
Freddie,
Darren Fletcher comparisons are not. They're
Let's
not.
calm
I'm
down.
not exaggerating.
Yeah, Shawsy. Love it, Luke. Alright, mate, Scott McTominay, man. I'm getting him tattooed on my forehead.
All right, next question. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
go on,
this
next
is from Yolo for
Oh,
Life.
to Young.
Is that Young
They
again?
said,
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, have you seen this by
That's
Young?
ridiculous from
What
Young.
did he
Oh
do?
my god.
Look at
How
this.
is this not a second yellow then?
It's not a second.
it's not a
Hey.
second yellow. Come on, man, you can't be getting yellows for every challenge.
It's not.
One
There
more
is-
foul.
No,
He's
it's
not-
his
he's going for the
third.
ball,
It's
though.
his third foul, but one more foul and he's off.
Yeah. Oh, where's it gone?
He's lost it again.
Head in the game,
Yes,
Sam.
Scott McSauce.
No, I said, what does Fulham need to come back up
What?
to the
Oh
Premier
my
League next
God.
season?
Fulham's biggest
Just
issue.
a season in the Championship, I think, and just hold on to like
Yeah.
a few of the players that
Sessing-
they
Give
had.
it away again.
If they can keep hold of Sessing,
They're not going to be able to.
Definitely.
But I don't. He hasn't even been great. this
Mate, but their
season.
biggest issue was they
6 assists and 2 goals.
They-
I think's all right at the relegation team.
their signings I don't think were that great. Like Schürrle, we all it's known he's not
But
good.
equally, there were some great signings.
Yeah, Seri, fair.
Has been crap for them.
Exactly. Yeah, it just hasn't
rubbish.
worked out. Like they've been a bit unfortunate in the terms of that. Like Callum Chambers has been okay.
There's the ball. Scott McTominay was
I don't think.
on.
I don't think
That's
they.
a good
Beat him. Beat him. Stand him up. He's on a booking. Oh,
What a challenge!
look
though.
at that touch
Young.
by Young, though.
So bad.
See
What
what
a
I
cha-
mean?
what a
Every
challenge.
single attack breaks through. Ashley Young, it breaks down. It breaks down.
Young is so bad.
He's
Honestly.
fam, I told you.
I
the guy-
feel sorry. I
don't
feel
think
sorry
I
for him.
actually-
It's an issue that we should have had addressed by now.
I
But
don't,
like,
I don't think I realised
Go
actually
on,
how
McSauce,
bad he
smack it,
is.
top bins. Well done,
I think
Scott.
the thing is,
Because
with-
you
I
don't
think
even
with
have to
Young,
highlight it.
but
It's
it's more that he
Lukaku
gets it
ran
gets
so
opposition
weird.
like this.
How's he not? Who is that? Who
was
is that?
This morning, no, it's Dallo.
What are you doing?
Dallo.
Head it at the goal, you idiot!
Oh my god, it's an unbelievable chance.
That was a ball as well. That was
unbelievable
Oh
chance
my
for Diogo
days.
Dalot.
Rashford, what a ball!
How's he not?
He
put it at the
overruns
goal?
it. He overruns it, and then
does,
he
yeah.
has to get back on himself. He's overrun it.
Oh no.
That's poor.
What a chance!
That's how you know he's young,
What an
man.
Unbelievable chance.
He got too excited.
I mean, he's also a fullback.
Jordi
Like, he shouldn't be the
Alba
guy
is
running it
next
at that point.
hurting.
Away at Barcelona, that's a joke. Get up, man. I hate Barcelona players.
What are you
Jordi
talking
Alba.
about? Man's injured his neck.
He's
and you're
not,
talking
bro.
about-
Has he?
Jordi Alba's the biggest
You
rat there is in
genuinely
football.
think he has injured his neck in this
Hate
situation?
Young.
Jordi Alba's the biggest rat in football, bro.
Where's he injured himself? Let's have a look at this bad injury he's picked up. Oh, it's a terrible one. Oh, it really is. It's a joke, man. That is.
But have you like Ashley?
He didn't
have you-
anticipate
Ashley
it on
Young's
the
pecs-
whiplash.
Ashley Young's pecs are like steel.
He actually don't know
It
that.
is crazy. It is crazy.
Schwarzenegger pecs. Are we actually using long throws from Diogo Dalot now?
It wasn't even
lied
that long.
to him.
Why was
It
he on
wasn't
the
even
right
that
even?
long.
What's Ashley Young?
Here we go. Here we go.
Easy ball.
Good deliveries.
That's
a
good.
good. Oh,
Good, well,
what-
good keeping. Good keeping. Good keeping.
oh my
That's a
days,
great-
what
Come on,
time?
Fred, you got to get.
Freddie! United have actually been alright, man, this first half.
Yeah,
we've
you've
we've
been
genuinely not
Yeah,
been bad.
I mean, it's
Being
been a
let
good
down
But it's
by-
annoying
by,
though, 'cause-
individual mistakes.
I think Barca are going to score again though. If they score again in this half.
it's game over.
Yeah. That would be a disaster.
Absolute disaster if they score again in this half.
Next question though.
Yeah,
Do
go
you
on.
think Ole was given the job too soon?
Not necessarily. Like,
permanent.
he'd
I
done
dunno.
so much for
okay,
United. Like the way he got them back to kind of. It would have been.
He had to get it. He had to get it in the scenario.
The sad
deserves
thing
it.
is it's happened at a time where Poch is probably right now the best possible chance of getting him.
I don't know actually. I don't know. I
I
think.
think after the stadium, I think he's
one
got
more
more
year.
hope.
Thing is,
He's got more
unless
hope
yeah, but
at Spurs as well.
yeah, but this is very early days. I think
Scott. Love it, Scott.
unless Bayern come in for him, I don't think he's going anywhere for the next year or year and a half, maybe 2
Very
years.
true.
I think there's going to be other chances to get him if Ollie doesn't work out.
I think it's a, I think it's a very good statement.
And I'm relatively confident that even if Ollie doesn't work out, the club will be in a better position as a result of him having been the manager for
You think?
for a year.
I think
so.
I think it's
Especially,
very dangerous.
I think the fact that he wants to work with a technical director. He's very keen to promote youth and to buy young, which is something that we haven't done for the last few
4 or
years
5
really,
years.
which is
Okay.
very positive.
Look at Scott.
Like,
He went for the nuts. He went
Scott
for the
McTominay, he don't take it, Scott. He didn't take it. Do you not know who Scott McTominay is?
That was a
Looks
real
like a Pokemon.
professional answer, Mikey. By the way, I thought it was a really good answer.
Yeah, that
I
was-
actually
that was
completely
good.
agree.
Like, and I'm not, you know, I'm not the biggest Solskjaer advocate. I would still prefer, in an ideal world, to get Poch in. But I think, yeah, it's hard
But,
to
okay.
argue against him deserving the job.
But
It's a difficult one.
the only reason I think it was too soon, yeah, is because if you crash out of the Champions League and you don't get top 4, that is
Yeah.
going to
But
be
what
mad.
you've got to remember is when Solskjaer took over with 15 points off the top.
No, but now he put you
with
to
2 points off third.
Yeah, but that's nice now. But you're in that position now. You can't look back anymore because that was
do you mean?
that was a crazy place to be, and that was down to Mourinho.
I know what you mean.
So it's like now that he's got you to
but
this
there is a-
level,
but there-
if you try and judge him off of what Mourinho done, then
No, but in
you're just
foot-
gonna think that he's
Yeah,
done
no,
amazing
for sure. I
regardless.
get what you mean, because it is short-termism, which is what we've suffered from in the past, and it's come back to bite us. So like I can see how. Yeah,
It's also
if you're looking at at long term, that a 2-month period isn't necessarily enough to give someone with
full-time-
relatively little experience at
biggest club in-
a big club to.
But the trouble is United have tried nearly everything else. We've tried a tactician in Louis van Gaal. We've tried a disciplinarian in Jose Mourinho. We've tried somebody.
But we
who-
didn't get those managers in for those reasons though. We got those managers in on a whim. We got Van Gaal on a whim. We kind of got Mourinho in on a whim as well.
I mean,
and-
Mourinho was champion of England 2 seasons before we signed him.
I know,
Yeah,
but
but
he just
look
came
at
off a
it-
meltdown
yeah,
at
look-
Chelsea.
Go on, Paul.
Ooh.
Look at
Win
what
it
he done.
then. I'm done with him.
I've honestly never.
I'm not going to say his name for the rest of this game.
I've never studied. I've never studied Young, but oh my!
That's what I'm saying.
Watching
When
this
you watch him
game,
at full
that's-
90, you'll see what I mean.
Yes,
It's
that's what I said.
embarrassing.
Young is mad.
From now on, I'm calling him he who shall not be named. Swear down.
I've seen his brother.
J.K. Rowling.
I've seen his brother play football as well, and trust me, he's not much better.
That is harsh. Who's he brother play for?
Crawley Town.
That's not nice.
Yeah, that's harsh on Ashley Young, isn't it? Because Crawley Town are quite low down.
Exactly.
Admittedly, though.
Let's stop ripping into Ashley Young. You know, 'cause, you know, we might want to do a video with Man United sometime soon. We did the one with Jesse Lingard. So.
True.
Touche. But that does not change our opinions.
It doesn't
No, but
change- it
what,
doesn't change
like if
opinions.
you're
But
gonna
let's-
if you're gonna meet man like face to face, what would you say? Like,
who?
You're a
Yeah,
nice
Ashley
bloke
Young.
and all, but
Actually,
you're
I'd say, mate,
terrible
you've
at
been a
football.
great servant for Manchester United, and you've done a job over the last 8 years. But do you think now you're giving your best representation of yourself and the club?
what he would say? He would shut up. Who do you
I'd
think
say
you
fair-
are?
I'd say fair play, and I respect your opinion. That's what football's all about. Get out of it, Coutinho. That's absolutely rude.
Coutinho's not being sold this summer.
I think he's gone, man.
They need the funds, bro.
The thing is, who pays 130 mil for him though? Like that's what I don't get.
PSG.
Like, PSG maybe.
But we can't
really
keep
think
just
of
saying,
anyone-
like,
Nah,
the
you
amount of
can't
times
keep
we
doing
say
that.
players and go PSG because they've got money. PSG
But
have
it's
their
true.
own FFP problems, bro.
Yeah, but they're gonna sell.
PSG
They're gonna
has-
sell players as
Ronaldo's
well.
Ronaldo 1-0. This is what's going to happen. This is classic Cristiano, man. He kills teams by himself.
You got to remember as well, PSG have to now replace
Oi,
Rabiot.
that was a good idea.
PSG have to replace
They've
Rabiot
replaced him.
and
They've
getting.
got Herrera for free.
No, and they got who's that other guy? Paredes.
They've got Lo
Herrera's
Celso
not a
coming back
Rabiot
on loan.
replacement.
They've got Lo Celso coming
But again,
back
it's not
on loan.
fixing the
Yeah, yeah,
FFP.
Lo
Like
Celso,
they're already screwed by FFP.
To a level, but they've obviously worked
Give
out a
it
way
a
of getting
year.
around
Give
it,
it a
haven't they?
year and a half, and they're on a transfer ban.
They've clearly worked out a way around it. Because
Yes,
they've
Dallo.
spent 500 million in 2.5 seasons.
Yeah, and it's a 3-year window, isn't it? Transfer FFP.
Yeah, but they've obviously worked out a scenario, PSG. They've found a way around it.
Neymar moves on for 400 million next season.
So what it'll be, they could just sell one asset and regain it all.
Yeah, it's true.
They could sell Mbappe right now for 400 million.
Oh, I'd love it. Oh,
No, but the thing is, I think that they need to sell. What's his name? Cavani, man.
I mean, they don't get, but you don't
not
get
gonna get as
a
much, are
decent
they?
amount for
Not gonna
Cavani.
get
No, but
You get 50
if I'm
million
Mbappe,
for Cavani, you
if
take
I'm
it.
Mbappe and they're keeping Cavani, I'm cutting out. You know.
How good's McTominay been in this
Why,
first
bro?
half?
Cavani won't be
Big
there in 2 years.
No, because it's about
Keep it.
time they
Man
actually
on,
start
man on.
playing him as a sole striker.
They are. Like Cavani doesn't start as many games as he used to.
That's fine.
Is it?
Take that.
Yeah, like it's slowly but surely.
Mbappe and Neymar
It's
play
same thing as well. Like Neymar,
No.
the problem as well though is that
Spray. Spray!
Neymar's been injured this season for
No,
quite
oh.
quite a long time.
Yeah.
So
This is-
Cavani's had to play.
I don't know if Neymar will actually have another like full season without like a
Injury?
like a proper injury. Yeah, just.
I mean, how is he
I
now,
get that
27?
feeling. I get that feeling. Yeah.
Well done.
He's hitting.
Come on now, United. Go on, do them, Rom.
He's hitting prime age
Wait,
now,
from who?
technically.
Why
No,
not? Why
Dallo,
not play that
Dallo's
back?
there. Dallo's there.
Half time coming up, so get your
Okay.
question in, man. Get your question in. I need that.
Oh,
Second.
okay. So Manchester United losing 1-0
It's not the
at
worst.
the break. I actually think United have been alright.
Yeah, you've
Obviously,
been
a moment of brilliance by Lionel Messi to set up the Suarez header, and since then, it's been pretty even. De Gea has obviously made an important save of Coutinho, but Dalot's missed a massive chance for Manchester United up the other end. If you are new to the channel, by the way, make sure you subscribe, get your comments in below. Sam's reading them all out. Hit the like button, turn notifications on. We have new videos every single day on football. Obaseki, what are the people saying?
Callum McAllister has said, who's the most underrated playmaker in the Premier League?
Underrated.
Playmakers. I'm trying to think of playmakers in the Premier League. Who is there?
Right, so there's an argument to be made. There's two different types of playmaker.
Yeah, you got
there's like a deep
Yeah.
line playmaker and a playmaker that operates in and around the lines. I still believe that Ozil is one of the best playmakers in the league.
Yeah, he's definitely up there
He's
still.
fallen off, though.
definitely up
Yeah,
there, man.
he's
Like
fallen
the
off,
number
though.
of
He hasn't
chances he
played.
creates per game is still a madness. In terms of progressing playmakers, there's nobody better than Paul Pogba. Pogba is the best at that in the Premier League, arguably in Europe.
I mean, De Bruyne as well. If he's fully fit, is up there as well, right? Surely.
Yeah, KDB, but he's
But
just
like
not been
just
great
been,
this
yeah.
season, has he? And then in terms
David
of
Silva.
deep line playmakers, really like Ruben Neves. Fabinho has been pretty impressive in terms of breaking up the play and distributing from deep.
Fernandinho
Dunno,
as well.
Jorginho gets a lot of shit, doesn't he? But equally incredible amount of deep progressions per game. I think he's still challenging.
He
His
hasn't
range of passes.
he
The only
hasn't got
thing
an
is with
assist.
Jorginho, his range of passes is limited, man. Of deeps when he's
But he
in,
dinks
in
a lot of
certain
balls at the top, and your strikers couldn't finish a packet of crisps.
Mate, Jorginho.
Nah, some of these
No,
passes,
bro.
it's just-
Jorginho
it's not
should have
good
at
enough.
least 4 assists right now. There have been I can name you 4 off the top of my head, which people miss. Kante has missed it. Higuain has missed some. Morata's missed some absolute mares.
Higuain, I don't even know what that guy's doing.
What are you saying about the Higuain transfer?
You know what it is, yeah? I was optimistic because obviously it's Higuain and like he's been a world-class striker in the past. However, like he just doesn't seem interested. Like when he's playing, his energy's low, his movement is slow.
Everyone said that before he moved.
He's got to go.
Yeah. But the only thing is, I thought it was gonna be like he was gonna get energy from Sarri innit? Because obviously they played together before. Well, he played under him before, like.
Yeah, like 3 seasons beforehand, and he was still slow then.
The trouble
He was
is,
unreal though.
The trouble
don't
is
know,
with
man.
Higuain, now you've got a transfer ban. It's pretty unclear whether you or not you can keep him.
Yeah.
Because
We
I read an
technically
article
still-
today where the Premier League won't let you re-register him for the new season if you're banned. But equally, there's other people saying you will be able to. I think you shouldn't even be. I don't even know whether he warrants the starting spot.
He doesn't.
I think Olivier Giroud brings players into the game
Yeah.
more than Higuain.
I agree.
I think he's done it consistently for France, at times for Chelsea, maybe not to the best of his
No,
ability
bro.
because he's aging, but he brings Hazard into the game better than Higuain.
Yeah, I'd rather Giroud starting now. Like when that last game that we won, who was it against that we won 4-0?
Where he scored a hat trick.
Nah, recently,
West Ham.
before West Ham, the game before West Ham when he started Giroud,
Oh yeah, you
Hudson
thumped him.
Odoi, and Hazard.
Brighton or Huddersfield.
Yeah. That game he was amazing.
Giroud doesn't probably get enough credit where
He just
it's
doesn't
deserved.
score.
Like,
That's why.
but he does. Like Europa League, he's
No, but he's not
Europa League
clinical.
right now, bro.
He's not
Europa
clinical.
League, he's got a goal every like 80 something minutes.
Yeah, I know, but
He's
the
scored a
opposition that
hat-trick,
he's playing against
and he's
isn't-
fantastic. So,
they aren't-
like it's the
they're not
Europa
levels.
League, it's European
To
quality.
be fair, if you're playing with 3 up front
Can't
and,
help
and you've
it.
got someone like Hudson Odoi and you've got someone like Hazard,
Yeah.
then you don't necessarily need to score. The worry is though is that with the transfer ban, that means you're not going to be able to sign another striker until the summer of 2020.
I actually think
But
that's
we've
right.
got,
you've
got Morata, Batshuayi, Tammy Abraham all on loan.
Yeah, no, but
True, I
this is
forget
it.
about
Tammy Abraham
Batshuayi
Tammy
and
Abraham comes back.
Morata, but
Batshuayi comes back.
Morata's
so
not
then
coming back.
Morata's not coming back. What we do, you keep
stay
you
where he
keep
wants,
you keep Olivier Giroud. You give him a year contract. You keep Tammy Abraham.
Yeah.
You keep Batshuayi, and you let Higuain go back to AC Milan. You don't spend 20 million or 14 million
Yeah.
on another year loan.
Yeah.
That's what you do, and then you keep you got Pulisic coming in. You've got Hudson-Odoi. You keep Willian. You keep Pedro, and you you long it out for a season.
Yeah. I'm actually quite optimistic for next season, because we've got enough players on loan to have a decent side.
It's interesting.
It's just how Sarri approaches it.
You got Mason Mount coming back. I mean, Ruben Loftus-Cheek has finally started getting into that position, which you'd probably assume Mason Mount would want to play. But Ruben Loftus-Cheek can also play other positions, so it's not the worst. You've got Reece James at Wigan, who maybe will start getting game time at right back over Azpilicueta, who turns 30 this year. Like, it's going to be an interesting year. You might see some stuff happen. I want to see Christensen play instead of David Luiz, because David Luiz does my nut in.
Clearly,
David Luiz is a good servant for us, man. He's not.
I mean,
you know why Christensen's not good enough? Because he lacks heart, man. In certain situations. Yeah.
Why would you also want to play for a club that doesn't start you?
No, because
twice?
when he does play, like going forward, he's really good. But defensively, when the ball's coming over the top, 70% of the time he's losing out.
70% of the time, David Luiz is losing out.
No, he's
do you know
not.
how many goals?
No, he's not.
Do you know how many goals? No, bro. Do you know how many goals we've conceded from David Luiz?
Yeah, no. David Luiz has his moments, and
has his moments.
I think you know what happened. This is my trouble. I think if Christensen was to leave and get back up, because he was great under Conte.
Bro, our next
I
centre
think
back.
if he leaves, you could have a serious another scenario where he goes to like a middling Bundesliga side, and in 3 seasons you see him at Bayern Munich, crushing it.
I don't think he
Also,
was
mate,
great
Christensen
under Conte,
leaves.
though, man.
Our next centre back is Ethan Ampadu, who's 19.
Ampadu's
Is
hard,
he even
though.
a centre back though? I thought he
He's
was
a centre back.
Definitely a DM, though.
He's a DM, but he also plays centre back for Chelsea. Apart from that, there's not really, unless we're giving Gary Cahill another year.
Can't, man. He has to go.
Exactly.
He has to go.
The issues I find more so are kind of at left back. Like Emerson,
Emerson
is
was
okay.
decent.
Like, I don't really know if there's anyone in our youth product who can really play left back. I don't know how Reece James is at left back. I doubt it. Or Ola Reiner, but Ola Reiner's not going to come back, is he?
Germani and Torino.
He's doing very well at Torino, and Torino only have to pay like 10 million for him.
Next question.
Just before you do that, sorry to interrupt you, I've got some stats on he who shall not be named's first half performance. 72% pass accuracy, 4 crosses, 0 accurate, 0 key passes, 1 shot from outside the box that may as well have gone out for a throw-in, by the way, 1 throw-in to a Barcelona player. And how many times
is that an official stat? I didn't realise
given
that.
the ball away. I had to think. Honestly,
That is
he who
so
shall not be
funny.
named, I'm losing it with.
Losing
Fisher
it.
vibes.
Yeah.
God, who have you guys got on the weekend?
We've got on the weekend Everton. Is it?
Oh, that's a loss.
Is it?
I'm not sure. I'll check. We have got some big fixtures.
If you've
coming
got
up.
Everton, that's a big game.
The thing is, that was good intuition from Young.
That was.
Equally, that's the kind of thing that I would have done. I feel like Ashley Young's playing a bit like me tonight.
Scott
As soon as
McSorley
he gets the ball, he just
We got West Ham.
wants to get
Okay,
someone
that's
else.
West Ham, then we've got Barcelona, then we've got Everton, then we've got City, then we've got Chelsea.
Oh my god.
You lot are just
Tough
going to be
running.
losing bare games.
Mate,
Tough
top
running,
four.
man.
The top 4 is going to be such an interesting race. Like Chelsea still have Liverpool and United.
Such a big chance.
You've got City and us. Who else are there? Spurs.
Spurs is running
Actually,
decent.
Equally, I reckon.
I think
even if he gets-
Arsenal have the easiest
I think
running. But Arsenal.
Stegen is
Spurs,
well
yeah.
positioned there though to deal with that header if it goes.
I think
goal.
the
Yeah.
hardest
Heads
opponent
it down.
Spurs have is Burnley.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember Spurs playing another tough game. They might do. Maybe.
Spurs don't have too many toughies
Fair.
left.
Same with Arsenal though, but Arsenal.
Arsenal have some tough games. Arsenal still got to go away to Watford.
But this is what I mean.
Leicester.
Yeah, these are the teams that
And
they will
they
lose.
have-
These are the teams that Arsenal will lose.
And
to.
they have one of the worst away records in England's top 4 tiers. They've got, and I think they're actually the only side in England's
And
top 4
Ipswich.
tiers, other than Ipswich, yet to keep a clean sheet away from home this season.
So that leads on perfect to the next question from Alec Rendelman. Who will actually finish in the top 4? Who do you think?
Tottenham are going to finish in the top 4, I think.
Yeah.
I think Tottenham are going to finish in the top 4. I actually do.
Yeah, I mean, unless they were to lose a stupid game against like Burnley, then yeah, there's no reason why they don't.
I think Man United are going to miss out. That run-in's really tough, man. That run-in's really tough with City, Chelsea, and Everton still to play. Everton away from home as well, and they've just taken the scalps of Chelsea and Arsenal, haven't they, in the last?
Yeah.
And is it Chelsea away or at Old Trafford?
Chelsea
Old
at
Trafford.
Old Trafford.
So
City's
Man
at
City
Old
and
Trafford.
City at Old Trafford. I fancy us to get 3 points from those 2
I've
games
got a
somehow.
feeling it's going to be Arsenal and Tottenham. I keep
No,
swaying
not
and
Arsenal.
swaying.
You don't think we're going to make top 4?
I
we're gonna
reckon.
lose to us at Old Trafford.
I
I
think,
see,
I
I-
don't know, you know. I think we're going to beat
Chelsea.
you know?
I think
We'll
Chelsea
City
will
on the
make it more
weekend.
likely than
No,
Arsenal.
we'll beat Liverpool on the
We're not
weekend.
playing
Liverpool, sorry. on the
We'll beat
weekend.
I don't think.
Liverpool.
I think I'm confident going.
I think he
if he
might
starts to
beat
rat
Liverpool.
teams, I think we can beat anyone.
I just
to
think
be fair.
the United Chelsea game will decide who the other top 4 place goes to.
Yeah.
That'll decide it.
Okay, I don't know, man.
I think Spurs make it, and then I think whoever wins out of Chelsea versus United decides who goes top 4.
It's all about Arsenal's away form, man. If Arsenal can arrest it, it's their top 4 to lose. Seriously, Arsenal
Yeah,
have such an easy
but this
run
is,
in.
but the, like,
On paper,
but these are the
it's
yeah,
such
but
an
the
easy run in.
game like the Leicester.
Let's
Leicester is
also
a team
remember
that
that
they like this
Arsenal
they
and
would
Chelsea,
lose to.
like Europa is going to play. Europa's back this week, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
going to
Yep,
play a
Europa's
part
Thursday.
with Arsenal and Chelsea.
Sure, yeah,
Classically
we go Spark.
derails top 4 bids. So
True. I
there you
mean,
go.
Arsenal do have
That's it.
Napoli as well, with Chelsea have
Yeah.
an easier opponent per se. I mean, that's also the possibility of Champions League football. Is like maybe you prioritize.
That's the thing.
that
If Chelsea gets
slightly.
to the semis of the Europa and you don't have a huge amount of
If we lose
threats
to Liverpool
left.
this weekend, Europa becomes our main concern.
If you lose
I'd
to
welcome that.
Liverpool this weekend, how many points are you off the top 4? What, 4
It
points?
depends
off?
on the other.
It depends on the other fixture. But say everyone else
Everyone else
wins,
wins, so everyone else
we're
wins.
1 point.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
1 point.
We're in
One
it.
point off the top 4?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're, in around it.
we're in third right now, but we're a game ahead by 2
But you got a
points.
game in hand, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
by 2 points.
Okay. So
But
if
I
people win
prefer
their games
that. I
in hand,
prefer
you'll
that.
be
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
I hate being on the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
side. I hate being on the other side. When we had
More
2 games in
pressure.
hand, it was more pressure, man.
yeah, having games in hand is not
But
fun.
next question: what team do you think will take the 3rd relegation spot?
It's going to be Cardiff. Cardiff are down.
Yeah,
Still
Cardiff.
5 points off of 8 points off Burnley now, and they play Burnley at the weekend. If they lose that game, then it's confirmed, all but confirmed, man. Like,
Although Newcastle Newcastle only need like 1 more win. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's been a pretty bad relegation battle, hasn't it?
I think there is one other team in there though,
Cardiff
unless I'm
have
being
been
an
bumped,
idiot.
though.
Yeah, no, there is one, but I can't
Southampton.
think. Southampton. Yeah,
South-
Southampton are down
Southampton
there.
are
and
definitely involved, but Hassenhüttl has kind of dragged them out of the quagmire a little
Yeah,
bit.
fair
Brighton.
play to him.
Yeah, so they're currently 8 points. Oh no, they're not. They're currently 5 points off Southampton, and then it's Brighton. Southampton would have to buckle, man, to chip 5 points. I can't see Cardiff taking any more than 6 to 8 points off of their final fixtures as well. Like if Cardiff takes 6 points or 8 points off their final, how many fixtures we got left? 6. 6 fixtures, they'll have done well, and they're 5 points off of Southampton. You'd
Well,
require
it was you say 6 out of their last 6 fixtures. That's
Yeah.
only 2 wins out of 6.
Yeah, but how many wins have they had all
And
season?
then, but you're then also saying that Southampton lose every single game,
Yeah, for sure.
which is
True. But no, but
Doubtful.
I think
Cardiff
they've-
have only won 8 all season.
I mean, that's not awful. Southampton have only won 8 all season. Like I think I don't know. You do see teams come into like unreal form at this point when when
But
the
like
stakes are this
who in
this
Cardiff?
high.
Who in
Oh, yeah,
Cardiff
Look
is
at these
going
Cardiff
to?
fixtures. So Cardiff have got to play Liverpool and Manchester United, as well.
Okay, yeah, that's not
And
great.
again, like you're
But
saying,
they've got Fulham. They've still got Fulham. It's that mate. Burnley on the weekend is such a big game for them. Such a big game. If Burnley beat them there, I think that's a real demoralising loss as well, because they're another relegation candidate who can go 11 points clear. If they go 11 points clear, you're looking seriously uphill. Southampton. Let's have a look at Saints fixtures.
but like again, Southampton are a much improved side now. Like even though they lost Liverpool 3-1, they had their chances to essentially go ahead in that game. Long could have had a hattie.
Yeah, well, he should have scored 2 in the first 25 minutes, shouldn't he?
Next question from Johanna Luthman, who has had the best relative season in the top 5 leagues. That's an interesting question.
The best one is just the best season
This
of
is
anyone in
the
the
best
top
relative.
5.
It's like what?
Who's your favourite relative?
Definitely the Boateng brothers.
It's got to be Liverpool and City, surely. Surely it's got to be Liverpool and City. I can't really think of a team. Obviously, like Juve have mopped up Serie A as usual.
Yeah,
But like, in terms of like,
In terms of
I don't know,
dominance.
Liverpool have had probably the best season in their their best season in Premier League history. That's a great header from Ronaldo. Keeper might have done better there though.
Pulled
Nice
apart
game.
there, those two centre-backs.
Yeah.
We're talking about Matthias de Ligt beforehand, absolutely pulled apart by Cristiano Ronaldo there.
I mean, out of anyone that's going to beat you in a header, it's probably CR7,
Yeah,
isn't it?
100.
Yeah.
Like his heading ability is mental.
Yeah.
Always has been, hasn't
Ah,
it?
this one. Arguably the best header of a ball there's ever been.
Yeah, he is the best header of all that's ever been.
1 second, did
but you know-
Did I
Ajax
score?
Is it 1-1?
Is it?
I just saw David celebrating.
Neres was celebrating.
Maybe offside or maybe VAR.
That's 1-0. It's 1-0.
It's 1-0.
Hey,
1-0.
yes.
Big
Oh,
boy
David
stuff.
Neres. 1 minute later.
Come on.
1 minute later,
man.
David
What
Neres
the
pulls
hell?
it level.
Love
Neres.
that.
Here we go. Let's switch the channel.
Oh, Siri.
Siri's piping up.
Good.
Love that, man.
Here we go.
That
Neres.
is quality.
He's been a star as
All
well.
right, so
for
Joe,
Ajax.
if you were to make
Fantastic.
changes
Yes,
in this
mate.
half, and McCubs,
Yeah.
what changes would you make?
I would
in
take
terms of
Ashley
the
Young off the pitch. I'm sorry, he should not be named off the pitch at the earliest opportunity. Move Dalot into the right back slot and bring on Lingard or Martial in a forward three. I also think Lukaku's been quite ineffectual. He's held the ball up well at times, but also, as we've seen throughout his United career, a lot of counter-attacks break down with him.
Does do you think Lukaku's got a future at United? And how long do you reckon it's for?
A season.
I think I've said this in the past, and I always get hate for it. But I think if a big enough offer came in, United, especially under Solskjaer, might just have a consideration about it. If they could get their money back, then
I think we need to identify a very clear
How much did you pay for it?
replacement.
Yeah,
Like,
you would.
before.
We paid
60.
75 million. for it.
75, yeah.
But you wouldn't get all your money back.
I
Yeah,
think
but
you
you
get
could get
pretty
over
close.
50. You'd
You
get
can
over
pretty
50.
close,
You'd
mate.
get 60.
If you
probably.
were getting 50 million back from Morata, we're getting close with Lukaku.
I think you get 50 max.
Well, I
We'll go
think
over.
if Morata's going for 50, Lukaku's clearly had a better 2 seasons than Alvaro Morata. Top scorer last season, 16 goals in all competitions this season. I think you're getting very close to the money you pay if you can get a club like PSG interested.
But again, it's just shipping them all off the PSG.
I mean, it's not because they're going to be looking for a striker in the next 2 seasons, aren't they? To
The,
replace
the,
Edison.
Lukaku
Yeah, but
would
a young-
100% not
but
go.
Mbappe
He
got
is not
striker,
going
didn't he?
PSG.
definitely
Maybe.
not.
Depends how Tuchel wants to use him. I think that if they choose to...
I don't
let
even think he
Neymar
would go
maybe
there.
not.
I don't even think he would go there.
Where?
PSG.
Why?
Well, he wouldn't go there if he had the choice.
Yeah, I don't think
Why?
he would. Because he wouldn't even play, man.
Why?
Mbappe, Cavani, Neymar.
Well, they're clearly going to look to shift Cavani on within the next 2 years, aren't they?
Yeah, but who would you even rather?
But
I'd
then,
rather
how
have
old- how
Cavani.
old is
I
he?
mean, it's
2 years' time,
It's
how old is
hypothetical, it's not
Lukaku?
happening. It's not
27.
PSG.
Yeah.
Lukaku's PSG isn't happening. Sorry,
I'd be surprised, but equally,
Yeah.
it's the sort of move that in a season's time when Neymar's gone and Cavani is being sold, that might happen. If they came in with a decent enough bid, and Man
I
United
mean, it wouldn't
under-
excite me. I'll
if
be
Man
honest.
United, well, why would it excite? You've got Neymar and Mbappe, but United would accept that sort of money. I think if they could identify a player that is more suited to a counter-attacking, counter-pressing philosophy, because he's just not a particularly good presser, doesn't hold the ball up as well as he should for a man of his size, an average touch, but equally a pounder of mediocre teams. Like sometimes when he's on a tear, he just railroads good teams.
Yeah.
mediocre
I
teams.
even think like Real Madrid wouldn't turn their noses up at him as an option.
Yeah, I
like
agree.
you know, like
I agree.
maybe like
Not
he's
under
not
Zidane.
he's not on the level of Benzema,
Zidane
but
loves
he can play. He can play a similar role to Benzema.
But I think the reason Zidane loves Benzema is because of how effective he is, like in build-up play as well.
Yeah,
Like,
he is better, but I don't think
But he's got a season
Lukaku's
left, doesn't he?
incapable. I don't think Lukaku's incapable of
He is,
being
man.
able to do that.
He is.
I don't know.
No, man, he's not.
His touch not good enough.
He's not incapable of doing it. He's
touch
not
isn't good
incapable
enough.
of doing it. What he's not good enough at doing is off-the-ball movement. That's where he really lets himself down. When we're looking for balls in behind and looking for movement in the channels and dropping into half spaces, that's where he lets himself down.
I think he's better at that than hold-up play, man.
No, mate.
Like hold-up,
No. This is from somebody who watches him every single week. He's not.
I don't know, man.
Like he doesn't make runs in behind. When half the time he's extremely static. He's improved it under Solskjaer. To be fair to Solskjaer, that's one thing he's definitely improved. But he is one of the most static strikers I've ever watched play for United.
Have you got your director of football yet?
No. Struggle
But it
to
will be-
identify
it will-
him, man.
I
It
think
will be happening though.
What
It will
about
be
Emanale?
happening.
Struggle to identify him.
What about Emanalo?
Oh, lovely from Pogs.
Emanalo's out of
Go on then,
way
Ashley.
tiny.
Come on, Ashley. Deliver, Ashley. Deliver.
Great
Had it
feint.
with him.
That feint
Alright,
was so
it's
good.
alright.
He said his name.
Sorry, he's shouting out my names. I didn't say his full name though.
He
It's like
was
saying
referring
Lord,
to
innit?
Mike Ashley.
Yeah. Such a good chance though. See, this
Yeah.
is where a real outstanding right wing back or right back really charges.
Watch this be such a bad ball. into the box.
Dalot in that situation would have been.
Who's taking this corner?
He should not be named.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Odds on this not beating the first man. Odds on this corner not
Mate,
beating.
don't
Watch him get an
don't get me
assist.
started on corners. Do you know how bad Chelsea have been at taking a corner?
Yeah, we've been bad.
It's not the worst.
Ooh,
terrible.
not
At least
bad.
he
Better
got
than
past the
last one.
first man, Ash.
Oh
Ah,
no, Fred!
Do you know how poor that is quality wise?
Oh my
Is young signalling for himself to come off there?
Hopefully. Keep doing the hand signal and hopefully Ollie will hook you.
Has there ever been a player with a simple name that was that good?
What, Fred?
Yeah, is there anyone
That
like,
is a clear.
anyone called
that's a
Steve?
foul.
That's decent.
Wow, Suarez. That
Here we
was
go.
very
Now shift it, here we go.
questionable.
Oh,
Oh,
I
lovely!
like it.
McTominay, that was so
That's a
good!
handball, man.
Ah.
100% a hat. That is a ridiculous decision. If they're
He's
giving
getting
penalties
the
for Danny
ear.
Roses yesterday.
He's getting the ear.
If they're giving, no, you can't give. You can't.
Oh
that's
my
not-
days.
No!
Wait, I'm not
Obviously
being funny, but if they're giving handballs for Danny Roses, then that is
No, but it's
way
not as
more than a
crucial.
handball.
It's not as crucial though, man.
this is a handball. Like
What do you mean
if
it's
they're
crucial
giving.
to handball?
Yeah,
That's
It's
not
not. That's not handball.
That's
That's a handball.
What? How are you
What?
saying this isn't a handball?
That's not a
Are
handball.
you blind of a
That's
second?
ridiculous.
What are you talking about?
Okay, but look at
Jesus
how are you
Christ,
supposed to
Robert.
put your hand down in that position, fam?
Oh, no.
How?
But that's a pre-VAR handball. He just didn't see it clearly. Like he didn't
It
think
looked,
that was a
no,
ball
but
to hand. He just
from
didn't
that
see it.
angle, it looked
Bro,
like
linesman
it
should have saw that easily.
Mate, the lino's looking straight at it. He's 4 yards away.
Well, he's very silly then.
What's
He has
happening?
called that, but
Like if Danny Rose is getting penalties given against him for sliding on the ground, putting his arm up, then that's a nailed-on free kick.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Joe, the people, there's mixed reaction to your
what?
new hairdo.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying mixed reaction to my hairdo. You know,
That's good.
change-
Some
cha-
people love
change
it.
is
Some
tough,
people
innit?
saying, "What's going on?"
Change is tough, man.
I
Mate,
reckon you're rocking.
this is what you have to deal with being an influencer, Jay. This is it. You've got to make
Exactly,
these decisions.
mate.
You've got to ride the wave. This only increases engagement.
Aren't you nominated
What
for being an influencer?
Yes, Diogo. Love it, Diogo. I am. We all are. Football Daily are nominated for a bunch of awards
Deflecting.
at the FBAs, the Football Blogging Awards this year, including Overall Content Creator, Best International Channel for Euro Football Daily. Love it, Shawsy.
Nice. That's
Now
really
look,
good.
go on then, Ron.
Wow, wow, wow.
Not good enough.
Rashford does well. Does
And
well.
of course, also Best Podcast. If you want to go and vote for us in any of those categories, you can find the links on our Twitter at Football Daily. So go and click and vote for us, please. We would much appreciate it.
Yes.
It's a nice way to show their support, isn't it?
Thank you very
It is.
much. And if you're new,
Yeah, appreciate it.
subscribe here as well. There, Romelu Lukaku's got to do better in it. He's
Oh,
rolling.
that's good. Wee.
Nah, he's not having it.
Fair.
Love it, Scotty.
Scott.
Oh, he's
lovely turn.
always there.
Mate, how
He's
good has he been?
always there.
Seriously,
Nah, he's been
people are
good.
taking the piss.
Ridiculous.
He's been ridiculous today.
Wait.
Oh, Rashford! Take a touch!
Rashford.
You had so much time!
Rashford, what's going on there?
Oh my god, well, he had so much time. He had so much
Could
time.
have taken a touch.
Scott?
Oh! Wait, all jokes aside, man, Scott McTominay has been absolutely outstanding.
Wow.
Go on, Scotty.
He hasn't put a foot wrong. Here we go.
Oh my.
He's done him though. He's turned him inside
Yeah,
out.
but it's
Look
such a
how bad that
bad
ball is.
ball.
Look how bad that ball
Yeah,
is, that
was
delivery
a
there.
bad ball.
And that's what lets him down, man.
Yeah,
That
but how
really
did
is.
like I just
Go
I
back
don't
to
know,
Villa.
man. What's he doing?
Championship level, man.
It is. It is.
This
They're-
is a great spell by United.
Yeah,
That's
it's
terrible
there
by Smalling.
are right backs in the Championship who'd be better than
wasn't
Ashley
great.
Young.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Smalling. I can't stand it. Our centre backs, our full backs. Seriously, I'm going to have a brain meltdown. And this has got to be taken.
It's a shin. It's a
That's
shin.
poor though. I
course
think
it
he
is.
tried to
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
that too
Oh
clean.
my god, why is he not taking a touch? He's got 5 yards of room in the penalty area. Get it down, stick it top bins.
Next question: should United go for Maguire
No.
or Koulibaly?
What is that a real question? Who
I mean
asked
both,
that?
both.
Who asked that?
Or who?
Mpathak.
Get out. Get in the bin. Maguire or
No,
Koulibaly?
should they go for both?
No. Why would we go for Maguire? That was like the most tenuous rumour. That was a Jose Mourinho concoction just to prove the board wasn't doing a good enough job.
For
Imagine
Koulibaly, what
how
are you
much-
saying for
Do you know how
Koulibaly?
much money? Oh, he's got to do better than Maguire. He's in. Oh my god, he should have played the ball.
Should have played it
done.
first
He should have played
time.
it. He was in, you know.
Yeah.
Jordan Maguire.
Why Diogo?
Oh,
Showing
mate.
Messi how it's done now. Look at that from Diogo Dalot. Hold it up then.
Mate, Koulibaly doesn't even have to be mentioned in like how good he is. Everyone
that's
knows.
better from Rom. Give it to the middle. Oh, that's
Yes!
a great ball, Diogo. Now
Love
look
that.
to use him. Look to use Rashi. What a ball. Oh, Rashi, man.
Rashford.
It wasn't coming to it at the best pace, to be honest.
You know, Rashi hasn't trained all week as well, so he's obviously
Really?
been thrown in a
Why?
little bit unfresh. He's been injured. He's been injured. He picked up an injury. I think it was against Liverpool, you know, where he did his hamstring and he played through it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And since then,
Hasn't
he's
been
been
the same.
struggling with injuries the whole
I
time.
thought he was in the build up to the international break. I thought he was pretty poor considering his form before.
Because he didn't travel to England, did he? Because he was injured as well.
I thought that time off would have sorted him out.
No, it was too
cleaning
short.
A lot of football,
Too
though, isn't he?
short,
Playing
yeah.
a lot of football. Give it back to him. Give it back to him. Now turn. Come on, Freddie. Like Fred's actually playing alright, you know. He's getting a lot of room. He's actually dictating quite nicely.
That's a nice.
Oh my God! I'm going to lose my head. We have to get Jesse Lingard on this situation.
I think
There's
Rashford's
so
going to be the
much
one to
room
come
in
off.
between the
though.
lines.
I think Rashford's going to be the one to come off though.
It'd be wrong. It'd be wrong.
Next question from S. Hutchinson 90. Will Rafa stay at Newcastle this summer? If not, where do you
They'll
see
be
him
lucky. They'll be lucky to keep him. Like count their blessings. They keep him this season.
But the trouble is, he's on,
3 years now, isn't he?
but the trouble is, he can't leave his contract, isn't it? Like he's got a really, really strong contract.
And Ashley special.
He's an Ashley's got him wrapped up like a Sports Direct worker.
Oh my God.
That is-
Oh my days.
that was
I
I
good
mean,
for
but it's
him.
also like
was
it's not
good
the
for
wrong.
you
Like
still.
I feel so bad for him because he's doing as best as he literally can with Newcastle, and then when he goes to them and be like, "Hey, help me out here," and Ashley goes, "Yeah, I'll sell to someone that's willing to buy all the debt."
Which never is.
What?
That is outrageous.
It's just so hard.
That could be the situation with Chelsea though in the long run though, with Abramovich trying to sell up for so much money.
I
Not in the same way.
Yeah,
but
not
like
in the
in
same
terms
way.
of the club like kind of being
I think
constantly in limbo.
I think if Abramovich is that certain to get Chelsea off his books, he'll sell it. He won't sell it for the £3 billion that's reported. Like he's hired these bankers in America to broker the deal, and you don't do that unless you're willing to sell for cheaper than what you're actually saying. £3 billion as well is something that's been
$3 billion's a joke.
gossiped about. Like
Absolute joke.
it's probably not actually going to be
Not
£3
$3
billion.
billion, is it?
I mean, there was what's his face? There was a British guy who was looking into it. Can't remember who he is or what he is. Just a rich billionaire. So that can happen. I mean,
Hopefully,
it's sad.
man.
Like
Freddie, dictate.
I just wish we got our stadium like changed beforehand.
Yeah,
Like the whole
that is
whole
such a
Battersea
shame, isn't it?
Stadium would have been so nice. We go past Battersea quite a lot, and to see that have become a football stadium would have been the best stadium in the world.
Yeah,
It would have been
no.
definitely the best.
Or
in
one
England.
of.
It would have been so amazing, though. Yeah, it would have been amazing. Oi!
Oh, well played.
Well done, Luke. Well done.
Semedo's decent, man.
Come on,
Semedo
Rash.
began the
Yeah,
rumours of
touch,
Neymar
man.
leaving Barcelona. Semedo joined. Did you remember they got in a fight in training?
Yeah.
And that's what kicked all the rumours off.
Crazy, wasn't it?
I'm feeling.
I remember,
bad now,
I remember
actually.
seeing those
I'm feeling
rumours
bad.
Yeah,
and
well
thinking
done.
it's never going to happen. Neymar to PSG.
Yeah.
Oh no! Look at that.
Oh,
Got it.
that's not too bad.
touch from Tom
That's
Lane.
actually not too bad.
Saucy. Yeah, mate, has he put a foot wrong today, McSauce?
hasn't.
Seriously, what a baller!
We have to keep on calling him
Right off the search for a new centre
I
mid.
really
We found him.
I really hope you meet him.
Oh, mate, please, one day. If anybody
Good for
knows
Lukaku.
Scott McSauce's email address, let me know so I can meet him. Pick him out, Paul.
Oi!
Paul.
Good.
And
Very
he's
good.
about to go wrong with
No,
me.
no,
shall
no,
I?
And don't whip it in. Perfect.
Rashi's
Light work.
having one, bro.
Oh,
Go on,
snap.
go on,
Lefty,
He's gonna
lefty.
shoot, he's gonna shoot.
Oh,
good.
good effort, you know. It's good.
Straight on
Good strike.
PK's
Go on,
box.
McSaucy. Drop him in that area. Drop him in that area.
No, it's good.
Oh,
Good decision.
no.
Oh, not
Yeah, go on,
Saucy.
McSaucy.
Fuck.
Go
Coutinho
on,
just
McSauce.
went to.
Love it, McSauce.
not great.
Unlucky. It's turned into a great ball.
Has it?
Look at that. He's meant that.
It's gone to Smalling at the halfway line.
It's worked fine. We've kept hold of the ball. Look at the lack of movement from our front three here. Static. Shift about. It's so lazy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's nuts.
he's not even wrong.
It's nuts.
There was a wide shot then when Shaw had the ball and Lukaku.
Even
Yeah,
Lindelof
even
Lindelof is literally signalling that right now. He's saying, "Where are you? Move." Pogba's having
But
a
look at
battle.
Lukaku. Look how static ball watching. Watch him ball watch.
Pogba's having a battle
Wandering
two
about.
players.
Get him behind someone.
Oh my god.
That's not a foul, no,
That's
it's
never
not
a
a
foul.
As you said earlier, Mikey, I think this is where you start worrying.
Come on, youngie.
Well, because during a period like this, you kind of have to score
Now
because you
hold
just
it.
know Barcelona can score at any point.
Because United have are arguably on top. That's a good ball.
That's
Well
a
done,
lovely ball.
Rom.
Bring it
Progress us.
forward.
He's gonna shoot.
Don't shoot.
Don't shoot. Good
That's
play.
nice.
Shoot.
Now give it.
Trying to do too
Is that
much.
Ashley Young in that centre forwards position?
Yep.
Ridiculous.
That was Paul Pogba giving
You're
the
right.
ball away.
saying-
That's
Ref.
No
that's a
way, no
handball.
way.
That was 100% handball.
What's he
And
doing?
Hit him on the knee, didn't it?
why has he kicked it?
What's he doing?
Did that hit him on the knee?
Nah,
No,
it was a handball.
It's on the hand, but
that's pretty harsh actually.
2
It's
inches away.
right.
Yeah, no, but.
Tough.
I mean,
side.
I mean, you can't give that and
Next
then not
question
be going.
from Connor Evans, 32.
Yeah, exactly.
What single player would you buy for Tottenham to compete for a title next season?
Single player.
Okay, I think they need a central midfielder. Bad.
Yeah, 100%.
Progressive.
Central midfielder. I would have
Rabiot.
Rabiot.
And apparently they're losing.
No doubt,
Eriksen as
Rabiot.
well,
But are we
Rabiot's
being
not
realistic?
going there. He's not going
Are we
there,
being
let's be
realistic
honest.
though?
Let's just be
To
honest.
win the title, but to have a crack at the title.
No. I mean, are we being realistic at
among
the
other
signings?
things.
Like saying Rabiot joined Spurs is great, but that's not going to happen.
Well done. That's quality, Victor.
That's not going to happen when Real Madrid are also after Rabiot. Saying them maybe like,
Yeah.
hey, going after Kovacic because Rabiot will go to Real Madrid, more likely.
I think.
Well, we're even getting a more experienced head in. I'm trying to think who that would be.
Man, I
but-
think they can stand a chance with Rabiot. I think
Really?
that Rabiot's off the field messes have actually really come back. Mate, if a big club really wanted him, they've had him down to a pre-contract. If one
No,
of the
but
big,
maybe he's
mean,
like second option
Barcelona
for like a
seems
lot
sorted
of
out
if one of the
so
big
long.
four, they would have. Why would one of the big four not have agreed a pre-contract by now?
Why would Spurs have not agreed a big
Well,
contract?
because he's
'Cause he's
in
not- doesn't wanna
chats
go
with
there.
the big four. He doesn't want
But
to go
as you
there.
said,
His
but you
options
said
are now,
it's not done.
but
So
his
why is he not
options are
talking
now
to them
so limited. Tottenham should be swooping.
I just also like.
Barca have said no.
What's his
Bayern
wage?
have said no.
What's his
Juve
wage?
have said
What's
no.
his wages?
10 million a year,
Which is,
about 180k a week.
I mean, good luck Daniel Levy signing that off. I mean, the way he could, especially with the stadium. But I guess the way you'd say it is, hey, you haven't paid a transfer fee, which would have been something like 70 to 80 million. If not more.
Exactly. I mean, they could.
It's doable, sure.
Like to win the league, that's the player you need to go
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
Like that level.
Yeah.
Like they need to go out and compete for Tanguy and Ndombele.
They're losing out of Vireld though.
Yeah, I think they're going to lose Toby. I think Toby's going to go to. I think United are going to try and sign Toby.
Yeah.
Is it like
I
25
saw that
mil?
today,
Is
yeah.
available?
What's-
22 million.
And it's only for a
Pretty
month,
bad.
right?
Yeah, that clause is available for 1 month. McTominay
That's
has
very good.
been man of the match. McSauce, man.
You can't tell him apart from Busquets and Arthur.
Ref,
And that's a
don't
good.
get me
That's a
mad.
sign that he could be.
Is he
could
going to
be a
go in the
good
book
player.
ever today, Longley?
Is he already in the
No.
book, isn't he?
That
he
was
is now.
not a
Apparently
foul.
not. Did you say that's not a foul?
No. I said he's not gonna.
definitely a
Yeah.
foul.
Oh yeah, of course it's a foul. I didn't.
I mean, I don't.
You think that was a foul?
I do think it's a foul, but I think it's soft.
Body
to
across
be
him. He
honest.
should kicked you in the back of
Well, I
the
mean,
head.
Rashford draws it.
Yeah,
but
draws
he
it.
makes the
that's
mistake.
what I mean, yeah.
Makes the mistake.
But
So you got a body in between you and the ball.
Yeah.
Come on then, here shan't be named. Stick it in there.
here's where Toby will score.
But why is he always on them? You've literally delivered like 10.
What's Paul Pogba?
Paul
be fair,
Pogba hasn't
he
been
needs to be
over
in the box.
one dead ball yet. Well, he
To be
hasn't
fair,
hit one
that's
dead
I
ball.
thought Rashford sometimes takes it from there. Doesn't
Yeah,
he?
He does, yeah.
But
Takes it more of a whippage. Ashley Young's more of a curver.
He wishes.
so dry, innit? It's so dry, man.
No one's even moving.
It's so dry from Ashley Young. Honestly, I cannot wait for us to sign Wan-Bissaka.
Look, he was complaining at someone else for not moving.
But he'd be the first man again. He got lucky to be the first man. Look at that dreadful movement, though. Where's Rob? Come across and win the ball.
Pogs is tapping to.
Ah, yes, Pogs.
Love it. Love it.
How many failed crosses is it today? Somebody chalk up the amount of failed
Does he not
crosses.
look
the amount
at
of
these
times he hit
stats,
the ball
though?
away.
Why are you not going down the left? I think.
Hey,
We
nice.
need to up that percentage, don't we? Only 31%.
Ooh,
You had two
training.
balls on the pitch.
good defending, that. Good defending.
We
You
have
guys
to try
have kept
everything.
Messi quiet though, can't lie.
Don't say
Mate,
that.
I actually really like United have not been that bad. I thought United have performed better than I thought we should have.
Second half, you've been on top. I don't think Barcelona have had a shot.
I think,
Yeah, they
I
haven't.
think, I think
They-
we've been worth a draw. All things told, I might be being a little bit biased, but I think we have.
Good
been worth a
ball.
draw.
No, you have.
Oh,
good
great
challenge.
tackle.
Good
Just wasn't enough
challenge.
pace when it was there.
Handball.
That's a handball.
Oh, come on!
Handball.
Disgusting.
I
love it when
Tomato's
man them just
fantastic on
shift
the ball,
them.
isn't he?
That's such a
Mano
handball.
is so good on the
Yeah,
ball.
he's
So much
top
better
class.
than you think he's going to be.
Oh my days! 8 attempts for Manchester United, 2
for Barca,
for
man.
Barcelona.
United.
How many on target?
One of them was Suarez's
I don't
shot.
know.
I don't think any on hard target.
One of them was
Did they have
Suarez's
that?
shot,
Yeah, no, the save from De Gea.
and the
I
other
don't know.
was
Is
the
it,
goal.
is it on target for United? We've
Oh,
had
right,
8
yeah.
shots. I don't know if any of them would be on target.
Yeah, we've been pretty wild, haven't we? Although how Dalot didn't get his header on target remains to be seen. Jesus Christ.
Does that even count as a?
That's an XG right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
a
what was he, 6
0.7.
yards out on the corner of 6 yard box?
That's
and he headed
that's
out
an
in front.
XG right there.
It
That's
is
a
an XG.
0.7.
It's an expected goal, nearly.
I think that'll be a good 40% chance. You know.
Oh, fair play.
Let's
maybe
get another
more.
question then, Oba.
I have your Ashley Young crossing stat.
Go on, Ashley, on crossing.
He's made 8. He's
None.
completed none.
Unacceptable for a fullback at European level. You cannot attempt 8 crosses and put 0
I would rather-
successful ones in
This
there.
is what's weird is that Ashley Young has also been in the past fine as a left winger or a left wing back. We know that Dalot has an unreal delivery from the right. Why doesn't he just switch them over? You know
I
what
mean, how much longer? So you're now Ollie. How much longer do you leave it before you look at Lingard,
70,
Martial?
I don't leave it.
No.
I don't leave it.
You do it
I
now.
do it now.
No, I don't think you do it now. They're playing well. Like you
Are
know,
they?
they are. They're playing
Playing
well.
well, we're not creating any
You know,
chances.
yeah,
are we? We're
Get-
dominating the ball, but we're not creating any chances in the final third.
Get
But the thing
Ashley
is,
Cole
if
off the
you-
pitch
if-
and tap down the left.
If you bring
Sorry,
Ashley
Jesus
Young
Christ,
off,
I'm losing it.
which is Ashley Young not coming off. Let's be honest.
you
So
mean he's coming off?
I think
realistically,
he's
okay.
I've seen him do stranger things. Let's not forget he hooked Eric Bailly after 25 minutes and then Bailly faked an injury.
Yeah, but he's not a captain.
True.
And
Very true.
and Ashley Ashley
So
Young
is he a
has
captain,
defensively not been
Yes.
terrible.
For United,
He wears the
not been
armband,
brilliant.
but that's because Pogba doesn't anymore.
yeah.
Right, now shuttle across. See, now our little period of domination is now going to come back.
Oh,
Suarez,
Suarez!
man.
You've got to finish that.
Gotta finish that.
What a
You've
world
got
class
to
chance.
finish that.
That is a huge
I mean-
chance, man.
He's got to get on target.
That's
Yeah.
what he does.
That's hard. That's
It's like
hard.
a little slide.
That's so good from Semedo, isn't it?
That's again
Oh!
the problem there. You see
What
that?
a pass.
That there is the identification of the problem.
He's
Nah,
leaning
you've
back.
got to finish
Of
that.
a
bro.
left
Can't
back
score.
and centre
That's
back.
not a goal.
Yeah.
That's a hard chance.
Yeah, but
He's gotta put that.
equally,
He's gotta
put it on-
it's
he's gotta
hard,
put it
it's
on
hard to
target,
track
I
Suarez
agree.
there, I'd say.
I agree. First
Dembele?
sub though.
Oh,
Vidal
Vidal.
coming on, they're shutting up
I
shop.
think they're just realising that United are getting a bit too much control in the midfield.
Yeah.
His
Oh,
hair,
two
Ah.
subs.
his hair's doing a bit of a madness.
Who's Roberto? Who's Sergio Roberto coming on for?
Hurrah.
Sergio Roberto. Who is he coming on for? Maybe
Might be Arthur or Rakitic.
He looks lost all the time.
United
His
need to make a
eyes.
sub. Ollie needs to react.
Duh.
Ollie needs to react here. Come on, Ollie. Get
He's
Jesse
easily
Lingard on
class
the
though. How
pitch.
much did they buy Arthur for?
Quite a lot of money. Quite a lot of money.
Maybe 50 mil.
Martial, here he
decent,
comes.
that's
We
good.
talk about reactions. Anthony's coming on.
coming
Let's
off,
see
though?
who he comes on for.
Rashford.
I think it will probably be Diogo Dalot. I'd be
Really?
very surprised if
I
it's
won't
Diogo
put- yeah,
Dalot,
put Lo-
and then
yeah.
it will just
Oh
go back
my
to
God,
Oh,
Fred.
got in there, Freddie.
Yes,
Ah,
sure.
Messi.
Freddie, cover him. Fred, cover the left back.
Why are you man giving all of these guys nicknames? Saying Freddie, Youngie.
We give everyone
Because-
nicknames. You've worked here long enough.
It's true.
You're Oba.
How you let
No.
Messi do
Ref!
that?
Oh,
Give him. Oh.
He's giving advantage.
good
Ooh.
save.
There
Well
we
played,
go.
ref. Well
Oh my days!
Stop McDripping on
Oh my God.
my
To be
God.
fair.
You really have to see it to believe it with McTominay. Oh. The era of McTominay.
Scott.
Him and Messi on the same pitch. Is just
You've got to see it to believe it. You've got to see it. No, that
The
was
thing
a
is there,
disgusting turn.
he did great. And
Why
then
did he commit?
The
so
ball
much?
he played was terrible.
Oh no.
That doesn't matter. Oh, what a tackle
What
from
a
Shaw.
challenge.
Great tackle.
Unbelievable
Oh.
challenge by Luke Shaw. It had to be made as well.
Turn,
Turn,
Sergio
turn,
Roberto.
turn,
Oh,
Freddie.
Why is the game open up like
What are we
this?
doing with this
What's going
camera
on?
angle, ref?
Imagine if the ref actually controlled the camera.
Bully him,
No,
bully
who's
him,
to blame?
bully him.
Take a minute. Pull it back to your right. You're right.
No. What is he
Ah,
doing? That's
poor.
so shit.
He has to be the one coming off. He has to be the one coming off.
Got to be hooked soon.
That's-
It's going to be
that's
Diogo
all.
Dalot that gets hooked and we go to a free up front. But
Look at this challenge from Shaw.
Oh, dead.
Very
Oh,
good.
down.
Smalling gets away with that.
Smalling.
So much.
Big time.
I mean, if he goes
Clumsy
down,
Chris.
if he goes
Clumsy
down,
Chris.
10.
Clumsy Mike.
Look at the composure from Busquets, man.
That's crazy, isn't it? Those line splitting balls.
He's so mad.
I think Diogo Dalot off for Martial, and then at about 80 minutes I'd hook Lukaku for Lingard and push Rashford up and play a free of Martial, Lingard and Rashford.
Yeah.
Get up Suarez, man. Had enough of these boys rolling around.
They've not
To
actually
be
been
fair,
all that
Tommy,
bad tonight.
he started that.
Here he comes.
Who is it,
Go on,
Diogo?
Tony.
Martial for
Told
Lukaku.
you.
Wrong. Oh my, he has been crap.
Yeah, he's not been good.
It's just off the ball movements, not good enough.
Martial to
No,
score
but
the leveler.
Martial's runs in behind isn't that great either.
Because
is
he doesn't need it in behind. He wants it into feet and turn and run at you.
Yeah.
That does not happen with Rom.
Yeah.
It's too static. Okay, so we're now a like for like by the looks of it. Martial coming on for Romelu Lukaku. Just slotted straight into the same role as him. And Pogba's gone at the tip of a diamond by the looks of it, I think.
Oh my God,
what a
Smalling.
pass.
Smalling, man. But
What a
how's
pass.
Smalling just wandering out like that?
Smalling nearly pulled his groin.
Well done. Now roll it. Let's play to Luke. Oh, come on. That's quicker, man. See that? Slow.
Ooh.
We got to be quicker, you know. Let's get another question.
Next
Albert.
question. Is the role of a number 10 becoming less and less needed in the modern
100%.
game?
Yes.
100%.
We actually spoke a little bit about this on the podcast that goes out on Sunday Vibes Extra. Make sure you check it out on iTunes and Spotify. There are loads available right now for you to listen to. But we do speak about it.
Oh, nice.
That's
Here we go, Tony.
Here we go, Tony. Here we go, Tony. Okay, Tony. Oh, no.
What is that?
He is actually boying it on
Oh
purpose
my
now.
God. Oh my God.
I think he's
Yes,
You don't
Fred.
realise
Yes,
what-
Fred.
This is what you don't realise. This is
Fantastic.
every single week.
No, is he doing this on
490.
purpose?
Every single week
He's-
for a full 90. This is what's happening, mate. This is what people don't realise that don't watch us every week. Every single
Nah,
game.
Ashley
for
Young
90
is
minutes, it's this.
taking your club for a joke right now.
That was
This is
mental.
Every
week.
position
90
that he
minutes.
gets in.
I can't even speak about it.
to quickly go
I prefer
back-
not to speak.
To go back to that question,
Fred.
Vidal's lost
Second
it
time
twice,
he's won the
though.
ball back in a minute.
Off of Vidal twice.
but yeah, to go back to that question.
Here we
the
go.
thing that's-
Free kick. Sorry.
No,
Go
I'll
on.
quickly say it whilst before the free. Yeah, the best way to sum it up is someone like Juan Mata. Like we were looking at, basically he's out of contract. That's what this podcast is on. And we were looking at where he could go, and we were just like, there's nowhere for him because so many teams don't play with 10s anymore.
Yeah.
It's not like they used to be.
It's like as a 10, you need to be able to operate as a winger, as part of a midfield three, as a 10. Like, it's not just a role of Juan Mata. David Silva has carved out an amazing role for himself by dropping deeper.
Yeah.
Mata's not been able to do it. The modern 10 is like Dele Alli. You can play as a second striker, drop into a midfield three, wants the ball into chest and can run in behind. Like, I think that number 10 is... the press has killed the number 10, man. It's
Yeah.
killed the number 10.
It's a
Because you need
defensive
to-
one.
And
He's
more
getting
teams
way
are
less
pressing
time
as
on the
well.
ball.
Because, like, but even defensively, yeah, like Juan Mata is not good enough in a press. Oh no. Oh, why? Is not good enough as a defensive presser to play as a 10. Because that defensive 10 has to be able to do more than just get void off.
But this happens in football a lot. Like you see things like this happen a lot where
That's bad.
over time, give it 10, 20 years,
be back.
it'll
Oh,
be
yeah,
back.
for
The
sure,
10 will be
for sure.
the biggest role out there.
Yeah.
And it'll
sure.
come back because other
Well,
teams have got used to defending
Well, it's
against
like
pressure.
when we were growing up, like genuinely wingers weren't a thing anymore.
Why
Yeah.
is
Like,
Vidal?
people thought that wingers were dead.
What's Vidal doing?
4-4-2 and there was no wingers.
What is Vidal doing?
Why is he
Vidal's
committing
come
to
onto
every
the pitch
challenge?
and he's
Yeah.
just suddenly just started rattling.
Why is he
people.
doing that? What's going on with him?
What is he doing? He's literally come onto the pitch.
Like, every
5
challenge I've
minutes
seen him
ago,
come in,
he's
go
given
into,
away
he's
4
just-
fouls. He's just rattling into
It's his job,
people.
isn't it?
That was a good point you made there, Mikey. There, made about the wingers. 100%. Like
That wasn't it. Like,
That wasn't even a
I
foul.
don't think
Not even touched
the
him.
next one will be
Weird.
centre backs, Mikey.
Weird.
It won't be centre. It'll be
Oh, we know
fullbacks.
centre-backs,
It'll be
yeah.
fullbacks playing in
Nah,
the
it's It's
defence.
the rise of the Frankie de Jongs, mate. The hybrid.
Yeah.
The
central
centre backs that have
midfield
turned into
centre-backs.
central midfielders.
Yeah. It's the rise
Sure.
of the Frankie de Jong era. The ball playing.
I mean,
central
it's all about
defender.
ball. But it's all about ball playing now.
Oh, what
Whereas
are we doing?
it
Why
used
is-
to be about defensive structure and playing on the
Why
counter
is
attack.
he should not be named hanging balls up like this?
Against PK went down like a sack of potatoes.
Go on, back stick. Oh, it was on as well, you
no.
know. It was on.
Well played, Suarez. Play early.
Bloody hell.
Play early. Well played, man. On.
Yes,
Ref.
Smallsy!
No, that's fine, ref. Ref, that's
Oh my God,
fine.
no, ref.
I don't know.
He went in a bit tough there.
He's just a bigger man. He can't help it.
Aye. We need to make another change. Jesse Lingard needs to come onto the pitch.
Who do you take out of that midfield for Jesse Lingard?
I'll take
though?
Diogo Dalot off and I'll go to about 4 now. Can't just maintain
But
this
can
five.
do you
They
change
got that
the
away
defensive
goal, though.
shape that much when it's so far it has just about
That is
worked?
so
like,
mad.
We've got to get a goal though, man. We can't go to the
No,
Nou Camp
they're
at
going
1
to.
now.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
not
don't
necessarily, because then you get an away goal and then you can.
Oh! I thought Ashton was going to nick it then.
Well
Go on now.
played,
Team
well
pressure. Press. Secondaries. Oh no, that's so good,
Well
isn't it, by
played.
Barca? Scott McSaul, show him.
Well
That is so
played.
good.
That is
Oh
so
my
good.
goodness.
good.
What football. Keep it, please score from this, because this is amazing.
Oh my
This
God.
is ridiculous.
Ah.
Yes, Freddie.
Like, being honest, there's not even anything Man United did bad there. It was more just
The movement.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a good press, was it? It wasn't a cohesive press. There's 20-yard gaps in the press.
I mean, was Solskjaer teaching press at wherever he was before?
Mould.
Hold on.
Mulder.
Here
Here he comes, Jesse.
Finally, Jesse's
Oh,
on.
Jesse.
Just 70 minutes too late.
Come on, he can score the winner.
Dalla off for Jesse, or in my dream world, he who should not be named off for Jesse, and then we play from there.
Bro, Jesse scores the leveler, and our video on Saturday absolutely goes viral.
Jesse scores the winner and does the celebration. I'm walking out the room going home.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, Messi, that's a
Dry
bit
from
too
Messi.
direct.
That's dry from Messi, isn't it? I'm not too sure. Like Leo's, I'm not going to say.
Yeah, don't say what you're thinking.
No, but since that elbow to the nose,
I mean, but what do you,
he's been a bit
what are you on
quiet.
about?
Turn, Scotty McSauce. Look at him.
Scotty.
He's toying with him, toying with Messi.
Right, honestly, if you never got to see Xavi play,
Oh, come on.
if you're
Come on.
You never
Stop
got to
it.
see Darren Fletcher play more.
That's more like it.
And you know he was
Scottish,
he was the Scottish
midfield,
Xavi.
Man United.
come on,
Here he
guys.
comes, Jesse.
5% left
Come on,
on
who are we
the...
hooking here? Are we hooking here? Should not be named? No, it's
Delot.
Diego.
I'm
That's
worried.
fair enough, though.
I'm getting a bit worried.
See, this is now, but this is a risk from Solskjaer. Because now our defensive structure's been great. First 73 minutes, we were in control of the game. We've now gone to a back four.
Who's going left?
A 4-3-3.
Who's going left wing?
Wow, my fence.
Jesse's
Smalling
gone.
is mad.
Jesse's gone centrally.
Yeah.
So
he
who's
plays
gone
up
left
front,
wing?
and then we play split strikers.
No, but Rashford or Martial. Who's gone left wing?
Martial
expect
would have gone left
Martial.
wing, I would imagine.
Okay.
And then we'll play with the split strikers, or we'll play as Jesse as a right winger.
So we're kind of just mirroring the Barca formation now.
Come on, Jesse. Come on, Jesse.
Or are they? I'm trying to think what they're playing now.
All right, next
With
question,
Vidal
yeah.
forward.
Do City or Liverpool prioritise the league or the Champions League?
Go for both. Both.
City
like
can
if you're
afford to
City-
do both, man. City have the squad to do both. Liverpool don't.
If I was Liverpool, I'm going
don't
for the league.
defensively.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's the issue.
Liverpool don't affect offensively either. If
Yeah,
they pick up an injury
yeah,
to
very
one of their
true.
front
Very
three, they
true.
don't have. Yes, Scott McSauce.
What do you mean, Daniel Sturridge? Origi?
Shaqiri can come on though. Like I mean,
Yeah.
Well, they
yeah,
can't use him as a kind of midfield hybrid this year.
Yeah.
Innit? He hasn't really played as an out-and-out winger.
Oh, football.
Scott McSauce.
no, I think to be fair, I think Liverpool go for the league, right? That's
Yeah.
the one.
Oh,
That's the
well
one for them.
played. Well played.
And they're 2-0 up against Porto. Win it then, Ash.
That's them challenges he loves.
Yeah, because he's out of position again. It's a classic Ashley Young. Out of position, so it's a lunging tackle. That's why he got sent off against Wolves. Oh man, this is pressure now. 15 minutes. This is real pressure.
It's the tough
That's
15
terrible.
minutes.
That's terrible.
Who's
Who
that?
was that?
Oh, Ashley. I can't deal with it, man. I'm literally going to lose my head. I'm going to put my foot through this screen with he who shall not be named. Swear down.
Oh my god.
If you would like to come on video, Ashley Young, we take it all back.
What is it? What's he got? Voldemort, the Elder Wand. Is it? What's that? Whatever he's
The
using
Elder
tonight.
Wand.
Honestly, he's this right back's nicked it off him.
Oh my God, Vidal!
Actually, oi, what?
No way!
Who?
Vidal has jumped so high in the air. This is such
What's
a
this yellow
dive.
card
What's that
for?
yellow? Yeah.
This is such a dive from Vidal.
What's this yellow card for?
Yeah, watch this from Vidal.
Ah,
Oh
rubbish.
my God, I can't deal with these Barcelona
Rubbish.
players. I swear to God.
What can't you wait? So does VAR not rescind like cards?
Nah,
Doesn't
it's gotta be
rescind
a big,
yellows
big
or free
decision,
kicks.
yeah.
Has to be a penalty or a
Red card.
A red card.
They need to change it. That's even the next question. What do you think VAR needs to do to change?
So VAR's
I
been.
think they keep up. I think they keep VAR in terms of the principles of VAR. They keep it as it is. You
Yeah.
don't, you
I
don't
think the
want
rules
the
of
game
the
being,
game has to change though.
but they kind of have with handballs.
Yeah. Like,
That's the thing.
I think people.
No,
Sorry, I was going to say. The issue, in my opinion, I think is people. The first technology that came in was goal line technology, and the difference between that and VAR is that with goal line technology, it's so clear. It's either a goal or it's not. Whereas with VAR, there's still the element of the human making
error,
the decision.
What is that? From De Gea. Look how much pressure you putting him under.
VAR isn't making you 100% get it right now. It's just giving you another angle
Yeah.
for the referee to decide,
I think the biggest
and it makes
issue,
it a lot easier.
The biggest issue with it is actually in the stadiums. As a viewing fan, I don't know whether you guys have experienced
I
it
saw it in
yet.
the Bundesliga. We saw it in the Bundesliga.
It's not good.
The thing is that United, Old Trafford still doesn't have a screen, right?
Yeah, it
So
doesn't,
like,
still doesn't have
how
a
do you do VAR there?
Very
Like,
true.
it's-
I mean, be a commentator then, wouldn't you think?
Aye, somebody support him. Where's Smalling?
Go on, Messi. Go on, Messi.
Oh no.
Go on.
He's got to be tracking him better there.
Oh, my days.
Scott McSauce.
Oh,
shows him where he is.
yes.
Does he not realise he's in Scott McSauce's territory? My
Didn't.
God.
I did not know
Oh,
that.
Messi,
Scott
man.
McSauce,
Messi-
man,
everywhere.
just
I'll be
handing out
honest.
haggis.
I'll be honest, Messi in that one, the ball just bounced around and luckily it came back to
Yeah,
him.
McSauce was just bossing people about. using his body, using
I-
his frame.
I can't wait for
football.
VAR to happen next season. Do
neither can I.
you know how many
Football.
penalties are going to be given in the first couple of weeks in the corners?
Do you know what it was as well?
Yeah.
It's mental how many defenders just hold each other like this.
Do you know what it
in the
was?
corner.
Yeah.
All of the gammons that watch football were like, it's going to take the controversy out of the game.
It adds
It's going
so
to take the
much
talking
more.
points. Mate, it adds so much more talking points and controversy.
Yeah.
The World Cup was... I loved
God,
VAR at the World
yeah.
Cup, man. It was so good.
Crazy.
So watchable.
Even now in the
to be
Champions
fair, though,
League.
it never affected like England in a bad way. Whereas it, like, if it had, I think
Barca
we would have all been
penalty.
fuming.
Barca
Yeah, we
would
would have.
around.
But the good thing is, the next time the World Cup comes along, or the Euros, we would have had it for a year, so we'd be used to it.
10 out.
See, this is where United struggle for game
That's
control.
it. Go on. That's it. Go
Come
on.
on,
Punish
Freddie.
him.
Come on, Freddie.
Punish.
Freddie, get across. Freddie, get across.
Come
Freddie.
on. What's that?
What is
Oh,
that?
Luke Shaw, you
what
got-
is
you can have a
that
touch
from
there,
Young?
bro.
So, had so much time. United look
Nah, that's true,
shattered,
that's true, that
man.
wasn't Young.
How tired do United look?
That was sure, not young. Come on, careful. Let's give him some credit.
That is poor from Roberto, man.
Kick it up there.
No,
it's
keep
good,
hold of it,
it's
man.
good.
We're relaxed. We're a professional team.
We're Manchester United.
And that's why
FC
me at
sevens,
right
man,
back is a
booting it.
worry.
I mean, what we got to do is just relax on the ball now and start controlling the game. We got to get Paul Pogba on the ball. I've not seen him touch the ball last 10 minutes.
It's because you guys don't play quick enough.
Yeah, but I mean, there's
Their
also
midfield is
made.
also matching us a lot easier now. I feel.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Scott's been done by Vidal.
Vidal's made had a huge impact since he's come on. He's really turned the fortunes of that
Yeah.
midfield.
Secured it.
Yeah, he's given him a lot more physicality in there. I think that's maybe something they're missing. Come on, press as a team now, as units. Look at these big gaps from our press.
Okay, the next question
With
is
time.
about
That's great. Turn.
Harry Kane.
Turn. Go on, Martial. Do a Maradona style.
Give it 2 seconds,
Just-
brother.
yeah, I'll give it a few.
Go on,
Rashford.
Rashi.
Onto
Go
the
on,
right
Rashi.
foot.
Go on, Rashi. Beat your man. Turn him. Stand him up.
What's Rashford's left like?
Not great.
Oh, no.
He
Where we
seems
going?
very
Where we
predominantly right.
going?
Doesn't ever want to put it on his left.
Beat him. Beat your man. Why is he afraid of going past him?
Good ball.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Is that really a foul?
You can't dive in like that when the ball's not even at head high.
He's not giving a penalty.
No, he's giving a foul.
Why is he pointing to the area like that, man?
He's giving a
Weird.
foul against Pogba.
I see.
Or against this. He's giving a foul against
That's
this.
not a foul.
So Vidal is a marvellous diver,
I
isn't
thought you
he?
said this is
Let's face it.
Vidalism.
I
But
Vidalism.
yeah, next
Vandalism.
question is Harry Kane's injury a blessing or a curse for Spurs?
I mean, Harry Kane gets injuries at this point of the year every single time in the season.
Oh,
Wow.
He's in. Victor,
Nah.
deal with him.
Yes.
Lovely, Victor.
Why don't you go back to the keeper though?
And it happened.
Can't take
It
a
happened last season where we brought him back just in time for the World Cup. It happened the season before that. The issue is every time Spurs somehow say he's meant to be out for 6 weeks and he's back in 2 weeks.
Rush
Yeah.
back every time.
And
It's just going to get worse.
we say that and then he bangs in 20 plus goals in a season in the Premier League. But the season before, you did start to see maybe a little bit of a drop off
Press.
due to an injury.
Team pressing.
Yeah.
Look at that big gap. Oh, see that mile off Pogba wandering about.
Go on, Jesse.
Has the reports come out yet on how long he's out for?
No, not yet. I think
That's the end
they're.
of the season though.
Yeah, I think it's the end of the season. I think they're worried to even say it.
I mean, I'm not like if you're not letting him recover either.
Why are you guys so exposed though?
Because
It
they're
is
taking off
kind
that
of
lot.
because we switched to a 4. It is.
Good tackle,
Well done,
Fred.
Fred. Fred's been a good man today.
Get on-
Isn't
who's on left back?
Come on, guys, switch it.
Oh, that's a free
What
kick.
is-
That's a foul.
Messi.
That is so unacceptable by Paul Pogba. That is so awful by
Yeah.
Paul Pogba. It's unreal. Tackling from the wrong side on the edge of your own area, lunging over the ball. That is dreadful from a player of his standard.
That's awful. That's so
That's
Yeah, that's a bad
fucking
challenge.
unacceptable from Paul Pogba, man.
That's a
You watch
bad
Messi
challenge.
stick his top bins as well.
We apologise for any swear words you had.
Watch
That's
Messi
Messi
stick his top
territory,
bins.
man.
I've had seriously, man.
Messi
Come on,
top
Leo.
Come on, Messi.
Oh, look
And
at those boots.
I want him to run up to
Pete.
Smalling as well, point at his nose.
81st minute. Lionel Messi's on a free kick.
This is gonna go.
Past couple of games, he's banged in some free kicks, which you've probably seen on Twitter or other platforms.
Ah, he's doing up his laces again.
This is 100% going in.
Nah, you never know. You never know. De Gea's
The
good
best
at-
goalkeeper
De Gea's
in the
good at
world
saving.
versus the best free kick.
But you know why
taker
Messi's free
in
kicks
the
have been
world.
mad recently, yeah? Because he's going to the
no
post
way,
where the keeper
De
actually
Gea
is.
doesn't. De
That's
Gea
why it's
doesn't let
mad.
it in.
No, he won't
this
do
is
that
going
this
in.
time.
He'll have to
This is
go
going-
far post, and if he goes in, it's
This is gonna go in.
great free kick. No,
And I'll
he's
absolutely
gonna
slaughter Paul Pogba
he's gonna
if he
lay
sticks in
he's gonna lay this off for Luis Suarez.
I love Paul Pogba, but that's
Nah,
such a bad free kick
that's a
to give
big
away, man.
wall though. Very big wall, and it's close.
We got a big team in it.
Oh, for a second.
Come on, let's go,
my
come on,
God.
come on. I thought I was going in.
That was so smart for Leo Messi. If you don't know what he
What
just did,
happened?
he did it under the wall. Oh,
His
no.
own player got in the way, man.
He puts it at the
Busquets.
bottom left of the
Come
wall.
on, Paul, do a madness, son.
And it hits the Barca
Drive us
player.
forward. Need more from
To be
Pogba
fair,
today, man.
taking that deflection is what nearly done De Gea.
No, but Joe, you see why you cannot play a back four?
What do you
Because
mean?
this is madness.
What do you mean?
You're so exposed.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are way
of
more
course,
exposed.
but we're going for a goal, aren't we? Trying to score a goal.
Yeah, but Luke Shaw has been pretty
Hey,
undisciplined.
Scott!
Scott McSauce, stick it top bin.
Oi!
Oh, just touch!
God, it's not just.
Oh, it's Martial.
It's Tony, man. There's just that second touch. Oh, that was
First
again
touch.
perfect by
The
Scott
second touch.
McTominay.
The second touch. Why is he not shot?
Well, I think he's tried. It's 200
But
feet.
PK's really got him there as well.
Oh,
It's very good
Ashley
defending
Young
from
on the
PK.
corner.
Come on, Youngie.
How
please.
far does this go in?
He's giving it short. He's giving it short to Jesse.
Come on,
There
Jesse.
You go.
No, look at
No
Young.
chance,
Look
man.
at Young.
Oh, what's going on there, man?
Jesse, you got to track that man.
Jesse
down.
even tried to call for.
Don't foul him,
Handball.
though, 'cause he's on a booking.
Oh, great tackle.
Yes!
What do you mean, great tackle?
I mean, he's unfortunate there. He's done the tackle and it's luckily
Sure?
bounced off
Sure?
Luis Suarez's leg. I mean, what is Luis Suarez doing?
Not
That
great.
bad. Oh, I can't believe that. I thought I was going to do a madness,
Yeah.
then I actually thought Martial was going to just do crazy stuff.
It's not over, boys. You've still got at least.
You know, Martial has that in him, though, don't
Yeah.
And to
he
be fair,
does.
and if he didn't have PK on him, if it was many other defenders, that's a goal. But
Yeah.
PK does so well.
Yes, Scott. Good press, McSauce.
Oh, well played.
Oh my God, Ter Stegen is good, isn't he?
So good, man.
So
The composure.
calm, man.
Composure. He's what Arsenal fans think Leno
What do you
is.
make of Fred tonight? What do you make of Fred tonight?
Decent.
As a midfielder yourself. What do you think?
He's-
Like,
he's-
I think he's good in this role,
yeah,
man. He's
he's
good
played-
in this
he's
little
played-
dictation role.
All right,
Oi!
referee. Jesus
Voldemort. That's our ball.
Christ.
If that's our ball, it's a corner all day long.
No, what?
Nah, it came
What?
off young. It came off young. Come on,
What?
let's be honest.
That's
Let's
a
be honest.
corner.
I'm sorry. Young was just in a headlock.
Yeah, he should have pulled it back for the foul.
Oh, I think
Yeah,
Fred's coming off.
Interesting.
No.
He is.
I'll be Pog.
It's not going to be Pogba.
It's
Oh,
Rashford.
That's a brave call, isn't it?
Rashford,
Yeah.
Rashford
Interesting.
Pereira.
Injured though.
Struggled
Not
all
injured,
game,
but
hasn't he?
he's-
Has he
he's-
just not looked fit?
Yeah.
Just doesn't look
Why
fit.
not Mason? Is Mason not on the bench? Isn't he meant to be the next Mbappe?
Definitely on the bench. He's a 16.
That's decent.
Here we go. Should we get another question in quick?
Yeah, come on. 5 minutes left.
Before
Before we do that, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe,
Yes.
hit like, comment, tell
um,
your friends, turn notifications on.
what transfer do you think is going to be the biggest in the summer?
Eden Hazard to Real Madrid for
What's going on
110 million.
Chris is booked.
Thought he'd already
Scotty
been booked.
McTommey.
No,
it's
Chris Smalling.
It's Chris clattering Suarez through the back for the 18th time this game.
Mm.
How's he getting that hot in his head, man? It's so soft.
No, but why is he
Yeah,
challenging
you
him
got,
like
you
that?
got, you
You're
got to know
bigger
that.
than
That's
him.
Don't
Suarez. You know
Why are
he's
you
gonna
putting
do
your
that.
arm around his
That is
shoulders?
so
That's poor.
pathetic by Suarez, though. Look at him.
No, but
Yeah,
that's
but
poor.
yeah,
He's
you
a
know
poor
that's
from
This is the
Barcelona.
same
You know that's gonna
man
happen.
that blocked the hand, the ball with his hand in the World Cup, which I would also do.
You wouldn't.
I would.
Of course you would.
I don't
You would.
Say I'm playing for England or Algeria, and this goal I can save my hand.
Or not Algeria. Who are you picking?
Come on, I'm
Where
never
do
going
you
to make it for
think
England, let's be honest. Yeah, and this gets me to the semis or whatever it was of the World Cup. I'm 100% doing it.
Nah, that is scummy though.
Yeah, of course it is, but
Yeah,
my
you
nation
would
will
do it
love
though,
me.
Sam. Come on. You
Nigeria.
You got to admit it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I probably
Doesn't matter who
would
you're
do it.
playing
Exactly.
for.
Probably would do it.
Sorry, mate.
Do it.
I reckon you still got one more chance.
How
mate.
is he who shall not be named still on the pitch?
I'm actually
Well,
shocked.
You boys, this is
I'm
probably your
beyond-
first time
beyond
watching.
Dre.
No,
United
it's not.
fan
I've known.
before
I've told
now,
you
so-
I've told you how bad the guy is.
Not a foul.
And I
not
think
a
he
foul,
gets
not a
worse.
foul, not a
Yes,
foul.
Fred.
I will admit, after
Fred
the
man of
harsh,
the match, maybe?
after the harsh words I gave Fred at the beginning,
Hey,
Good
that's
turn,
fair, man.
good
That's a really
turn,
good
good
point.
turn.
Fred
he has surprised me.
Fred's probably been our best player alongside McSauce. Go on, pressures forward. Go on,
Don't
Freddie.
ping up.
30 yards of.
Very good ball.
Mate, that's such
Very
That's a
good
good ball. That's a
To
good
be
ball.
honest, I didn't see
Here we
Pereira.
Deliver.
Great.
Pogs is
Deliver.
gonna-
Back to Pereira. Back to Pereira.
Go on.
Good ball.
Oh, my
no, I
God,
thought that was a
that's
good ball.
so
It wasn't.
dead.
Oh,
There was
what
so much space to put
composure.
Pereira into the left.
That is so dead. Go on, Freddie. Yeah,
Nice.
Freddie.
Iniesta-esque, that.
Tragic.
Nah,
Mate, what is-
You've got another chance in this
Sorry.
though.
Come on, United.
Or actually, no joke of a lot. I don't think I've seen anyone as bad as Young. Honestly.
No,
Or in the Champions
he's mad.
League.
It's mad.
At the
This
Champions
level.
League
Yeah.
quarter-finals,
It's mad.
someone like Young.
And the
is
thing is,
actually-
we're not
no,
even
Tony.
scapegoating them. That's the worst thing about it. Like,
People think we are.
He genuinely
Can't
just
describe
doesn't
it.
matter. Go on, Messi, get one of your.
I can't believe this. I
Where's
didn't
Messi made a
realise.
ref for that. I'm not having it.
I didn't realise. Oh my god.
You think those stats were a lie when you see them every weekend? Actually, young stats.
I just never take notice of Ashley Young. Like, I still.
Every time I watch. Oh, hey, that's good from Pereira, you know.
I mean, that's also
That's a
good.
foul.
That's good from Semedo.
Definitely a foul. Let's play quick. Let's play quick and short. Well done. Well done. Shift it. Go on, Freddie. Switch ball. Well done.
Who's that?
Who there? Is that?
Is that
Carlos
Alenia, is it?
Alenia, yeah.
The right.
Wait, Pereira, cheeky. Fred, switch it. Look at McSaucy. Switch it. Do the good thing. Yes, McSauce.
Oh, I drive with it. Then
You know what,
don't do a
that's the right decision
70
by
yard
McSauce because-
ball.
Oi, fantastic from
McSauce!
So good.
Unlucky.
Right, volley at McSauce. Aye.
Rides the Vidal challenge though.
Could you imagine
Very
if he just
good.
put that? How good's he been?
Hey,
He's been unreal.
no joke. Banter aside, he's
Yeah.
actually very decent.
McSauce.
Yeah, yeah.
Such a
I
good
mean,
player.
He's played very well today.
It's difficult though because you do see him in other games.
Oh,
where he's just
wow,
so
what
loud.
hold-up play.
man. That
What
is
hold-up play.
unbelievable centre forward play.
Messi, make the run. Look at the gap, Messi. Oh my
As
days.
if Sam Obaseki
Yeah.
actually had
I
the
just
bottom
told
to Messi. As if this guy.
I wouldn't expect anything less. I wouldn't expect anything less.
He just
Nah,
told Messi.
he is the best.
Oh
Innit?
my
He's
God.
the best, yeah. But that run, he could have made it.
Oh
he
my
could have made
God,
that
that's
run.
crazy. Just told Messi where to run.
oh come on, you guys. Just,
Oh, man, it's going to be 1-0. But we
Yeah,
called
it's
this
gonna
at the
be
start.
1-0.
We said that if Barca
Score first,
it's
yeah.
going to be a dead game.
Yeah.
because they're
It's
just
not
gonna-
been a dead game. I think it has been a very interesting game. You know, like it's not.
Tactically, it's been really
Yeah.
fascinating watching Solskjaer trying to switch between a 3 and a 4 as well.
But what do you like? How do you go to Barca? Do you get what I'm
The same
saying?
way we went
You
to
do
Paris.
it, man. You do it, yeah.
Same way we
We
went
How
to
go
was the
again.
formation you done? 3-5-2.
believe in the badge. It's only 90 minutes.
Paris. The same way we went to
It's
Paris.
only
didn't we?
90 minutes.
Barca is
Anything
so,
can happen.
Barca is so different than going to Paris, though.
Yeah,
Let's be
yes
honest.
and no. Yes
Come
and
on.
no.
I watched
Come on.
Villarreal put
What
four
did
last
Ole
night.
Gunnar Solskjaer do the last time he was at the Camp Nou? Yes, that's right. He lifted the Champions League. remember.
He's had that one stored there all night.
Nah, that was off the top of my head, mate.
Straight off the dome.
This is. Oh my.
Oh, unlucky,
I was going to show
unlucky.
Pogba as well.
Come on, Paul. Keep working, Paul. Come on, Paul. Last
Suarez
5
is
minutes
looking
now.
slumped, though.
We're all
He's-
tired,
he's-
isn't it? Every player on this pitch is shattered at the
Yeah.
moment, isn't they? Man over it. Oh no.
They
Youngie's
look like
gonna
me
get strung
yesterday
up.
at sevens.
He's gonna get killed here.
Can't bear to watch. Can't bear to
They're
watch.
just taking the P now. Like,
They are just playing keep ball, but this is my worry about Man United. We're not very good game controllers, man. We're not very good game controllers.
gone.
You equally you can't be against Barca, can you? Like
in my head here, the best
Pin him down.
my natural reaction is just run at every player. Like screw
Yes, Vic. Yeah, that's why your positional sense at sevens is a miss.
it. Did I score yesterday?
You did. You scored.
did you
two.
score? You scored
Yeah,
two.
twice.
Nice.
I
Go
went.
and check out FDFC if you haven't already. By the way.
Little spoiler for everyone. I went into midfield and it was I was dying by the end of it. I felt like every
Well
United
done.
player.
Come on, he who shall not be named.
Oh, that's why
classic.
he shall not be named.
That was mad from Barcelona there. They just did a little triangle
See,
around
this
you.
is where United got to get all the ball. There's 2 minutes left, lads. They're playing Ole football around us, taking a fucking piss.
What's Ole football?
Again.
You know,
Like,
Ole.
Ole.
Oh,
like
yeah.
adverts.
I thought you were talking about Ole. I was going to say, he ain't got no football like this.
Hey,
Ah, I feel like it's been a bit of an opportunity missed, you know. I don't feel like Barcelona have been that great.
I can agree. I can agree with you.
I think a draw would have been a fair. I really think a draw would have been a fair result
Yeah,
tonight.
definitely.
They've had their chances. We've had a couple chances. The Dalot missing the
Barca
first half.
love
was-
playing like this, though.
I mean, they've had 2 chances and that's it.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
they had
you've
the Luis
had-
Suarez one. They had
Yeah,
the
and the goal.
Three including the goal.
yeah, but they had this really good De Gea save early doors as well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
But
so I think three very good opportunities for Barca. United have had, I think, 2 very good opportunities, Dalot and Martial.
yeah,
I don't know if you just said that, but yeah.
tight game though. United have dictated sometimes. Barcelona have dictated for long periods as they're doing now, but they are taking the piss a little bit out of us now. Like,
This is
the
proper
press needs
Ole
to be
football.
A bit madder than this. Like we've got fresh legs on the pitch as well, and I'm not seeing it.
I mean, literally, Martial saying, "Where are you?
Where's
I can't
Jesse,
play.
man?
I can't play both
at
ways."
Carlos
Are they
Alenia
actually
for
bringing
laughing.
Carlos Alenia on?
They're trying to, but the ball hasn't gone out
They've
yet.
actually kept
The
the
ball actually not gone out for the last.
No, for the last like
Crazy.
6 minutes. They've literally kept the ball there for
Watch
5,
De Gea
6
put it out right
minutes.
now. Oh my god, he actually.
Oh!
What a touch from Pereira! Foul!
ref,
That's a foul.
that's not-
One more chance.
course
One more
it's a
chance.
foul.
That's a
Pogba's so
definite
good
foul.
at that.
That's a
Pogba's
definite
so
foul.
good at that, though.
Yeah,
One more chance to save them all.
They're going to bring on Alenya as well.
Taking the piss out of us. Carlos Alenya coming on. Ref! How long are they taking on this then?
5, Busquets.
Take
isn't it?
Busquets off. Well, they've got to add
a
an
good
extra
thing.
30 on, don't they, for this?
That's an extra 30.
Well, they did. No, they did. Well, extra 30 seconds. Sorry, for a sub.
I mean, it's taking a lot longer than 30,
is.
bro.
Oh man.
Oh, these Barca fans, they're winning 1-0 at Old Trafford. And they look bored
All I'm
as
saying,
hell.
I've just seen a headline from Martin O'Neill back in what must have been 2008 sort of time. Villa manager Martin O'Neill declares Young is on a par with Ronaldo and Messi.
Oh, here
He
you
was
go.
pretty good then.
One last chance. Whips in Chris Smalling.
Oh my
Smalling.
days!
Oh,
Corner, that's a corner,
Smalling.
definite corner.
That's
Goal
not a
kick.
goal kick.
Oh my god, that's the worst decision you'll see.
You know Vidal, that defending from Vidal was the maddest thing I've ever seen.
How is that not a corner, by the way? That is one of the worst things you'll see. How is that not a corner?
Jordi Alba is such a rat.
How
He's
is this not a
such-
corner? Seriously, how is this not a corner? This referee's a
Oh,
joke, man.
Why is Jordi Alba down?
Oh,
That's not a
definitely
corner.
I think that's a corner.
Such a corner.
It's
I think
not a
that's comes
corner.
off
That
Alba.
is not a corner.
What?
You just
What's
watched it
he talking
back.
about?
So that's. I don't
What
What
know.
type of
about?
defending is that from Vidal? What was that?
Are you serious? That's not a corner. That's a mad decision.
Vidal tried to do the
What's
Doogie there. You know, Doogie like dives into the pit. Perfect form.
Yeah, the Doogie.
He just went like that on
No, he just jumps the penalty
Ashley Young, and Ashley Young
That would
does
have been
not
such
Ashley
a
Young, sorry,
United
Chris
thing
Smalling
to
does a
get
very
a
good
last-minute
job of
pen.
kind of trying to catch him.
That's it, man. That's it. Game over.
Ref's not going to whistle to his mouth.
That's our ball. That's our ball.
That's it.
That's it.
Game over.
Full time.
1-0.
Manchester
Game.
United have lost 1-0 at home
Well played. Well played.
to Barcelona.
Messi.
Tough game.
At least
I thought
Messi didn't
overall.
score a hat trick. Didn't score a
I
hat
thought
trick.
United handled Messi. Good.
Yeah,
in
we
periods.
did.
Obviously, the world's best player, so he is going to have periods. But nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Didn't dictate the tempo. Or
I think they'll
anything
be happy with that though. I think Barca will be
Barca,
happier.
obviously,
happier
will
I
with
think
that.
I actually,
Yeah,
think, I actually think
almost
both. I actually think both teams are happy enough. You're going to the Camp Nou, 1-0 down. You're now on the away goals. They've only got one.
But did you see what happened when they actually tried to attack? Where they tried to put more forwards on the defenders?
Who?
United.
Yeah, but that's second half when we're throwing men at it. We're not
No, but
going to go to
you're
the Camp Nou.
gonna have to do that
Why?
to
We didn't
score.
do that in PSG against PSG.
of course,
We
But
scored
you're not
3.
playing PSG. Stop saying PSG. You're not playing them. You're playing Barca.
What does that mean?
Barcelona haven't made
What,
it
are
through
you
a
saying
quarter final
Barcelona-
in the last
Did
few
you not
years.
see how
When
much
did
they?
Barcelona last get to a semi-final?
Can't remember. When's the last time?
I think what has it been now?
About 3 or 4 years
4
ago.
years ago now?
Maybe when they won it in
I
2015,
don't
actually,
think
was
they
probably the
got
last
past
time.
the quarterfinals.
When's the last time you got to semi-final?
We haven't been in it.
Okay, then. So you're in this. Like,
But
you're
you're
saying
talking
that.
about Barcelona as if they're this impregnable defensive force.
No, but I'm talking about how exposed you were when you actually tried to attack.
Yeah, of course, but you have to ride your luck, don't you? We rode our luck against PSG. We'll have to ride
The
it at the
thing
Camp
is
Nou.
But you're counting on.
Barca at
Yeah, of course
home
we're counting on stuff, but like
Barca at home
it's
conceded
still
a lot of
1-0
goals.
1-0
Yeah, I
down
know,
from the
but
first leg is
If
not
they
is
can't
not
score
awful.
at home against
that mean?
a weak,
They
not a
didn't
weak
score against
Barca side,
PSG
but-
at home. We went to PSG and stuck 3 past them.
Okay, no, it's good to be confident in it, but you lot are sounding a bit too confident. Like, yeah, this is a
Not
good
saying
game.
that. What are you
Like,
talking about?
that's a bit.
I'm just saying it's not a write-off. Second leg, definitely not a write-off. Barcelona will be obviously favourites, and rightly so. They have incredible talent going forward and at the back. But United, I wouldn't discount them at 1-0, man. At all. At all.
I would.
So you're saying this tie's a write-off now?
It's gone.
You're
Done.
right.
Done.
Obaseki's saying this tie's a
Bro,
complete
90
write-off
minutes
at
is-
1-0.
90
It's done.
minutes is a big.
They're not going to. They're not going to be riding.
Barcelona conceded 4 at home to Villarreal a week ago.
Yeah, that's fair enough. However,
But
this is
United, no
Champions League.
chance of scoring away from home.
No, you can score, but I think they'll score more. And I think.
I think that's certainly fair enough to think that. I think
Is it
yeah, I think
full-time?
that's the bigger possibility, isn't it?
Full
But
time
I-
at the
I
Johan Cruyff
definitely think-
Arena as well. 1-1.
Ooh.
Good result
Oh,
for-
that is
good result for
tasty.
Juve, though, innit?
To get the one
The
away goal.
Yeah, man. That away goal.
Look at
Cristiano
De Gea
Ronaldo
chatting to his
like-
guys like, get me out of here, man. I need a way out. Why is he the last one out?
He's probably just checking on Jordi Alba. There's been a few gusts of wind in the
Oh,
last couple of minutes.
I've
and
never
feel
met more of a
eyelashes.
rat than
Honestly.
Jordi Alba in my
What
life.
do you mean? Have you seen Di Maria?
No.
Have you seen Angel Di Maria?
No.
Well, the guy
Bro.
is the biggest I'm not even going to say it.
Come
but,
on.
Did you watch him celebrate against Manchester
Yeah,
United?
that's
Did you
just-
watch
that's just
him
having a bad time.
celebrate against Barcelona for PSG?
That's just having a bad time. Like, mate,
He does
Jordi
bring-
Alba.
He
Jordi
does
Alba-
bring on those comebacks, though, doesn't he?
Remember him-
He's such
do
a
you
bad
remember-
omen
do you
for
remember
himself.
Di Maria shushing the Barcelona
Yeah.
fans at the Nou Camp?
Mate,
and
I
then
can't-
coming back and sticking 6 past him.
Do you know how much? But Jordi Alba, you do this, he's on the floor. Oh, I hate him.
Yeah, no.
Jordi Alba's
Such
calm,
a
man.
rat.
To be fair though, from what people have been used to seeing with, especially kind of like when you see Barcelona in the Champions League in seasons gone by, I don't think there was actually as much diving. Actually, Vidal was one of the worst when he came on. He's pretty good at
We
it.
had, so
It's
one
a
stat I have just
disgrace.
seen, United didn't register a shot on target tonight.
Yeah, I can't remember. Seeing
But
one.
equally, that's not to say United didn't have chances.
We
you
still-
know.
yeah, we
Dalot
still had- we
played-
still had-
Dalot was 4 yards
Yeah, we
out.
still had
and
11
put it
shots.
wide.
Big
But,
one though, Europa League
Massive,
tomorrow.
yeah,
Come
loads
on.
of- loads of
You ready
people
for the live
watching
stream
that.
tomorrow?
Slavia Prague. We will not be live streaming that one. I reckon we've got like one question left on this stream, and then we're wrapping
Yeah.
up. We just want to go home. Come on, in, Albert,
I'm
pick-
looking.
pick a big question.
I'm looking.
The ultimate question.
The ultimate Champions
You've only
League
got
related
one
question,
shot.
I
Do
would say.
not.
How many viewers we got at the moment, Oba?
2.4.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Not
been a
bad,
great,
not bad.
like, we.
Thanks very
Mad.
much for
Thank
tuning
you
in.
all for watching.
Thanks very much for tuning
I hope
in.
we helped entertain you whilst you also watched the game.
Yeah, obviously United.
What have
Sure
people said
Joe
about
did.
our reactions? Is anyone disagreeing with what we've been saying?
Everyone's just saying Ole should consider changing tactics.
Okay, fair
Barca
enough.
for the win.
Yeah, man. But I think equally, a draw would have been a fair result tonight. I think would we all agree about that would have been a fair result?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
United couldn't claim a win, but yeah, I think 1-1 would have been.
I really didn't think Barca were that great. They were comfortable, but they weren't exceptional. There were times in the game when United dominated. Okay, right. We've got one more question then, Obaseki.
Searching.
Right, I reckon we just call it then if he's still searching. You want to just call it over?
This is very. You know what it is? They're just giving score predictions.
All
What do you
right,
reckon? What do you reckon the second leg result's going to be then, boys? Before we go.
Yeah, let's do that as the final
Yeah.
question. Second leg result at the Nou Camp for Manchester United. Oba.
I think it will be. You know what? Let me think. United could score, so I'll say 4-2.
4-2. So
4-2.
on aggregate, 5-2.
Yeah.
Okay. Mikey.
2-1 to Manchester United. Away goals.
Oh, here it comes. I think 3-1 Barca, something like that. I think United will score, but I
think you'll score as well.
Barca will just blow us away.
I think you'll score
And
first,
score
though.
late, probably score a couple late when we're going all out for a win.
1-0 United. United win on pens.
And do you know who will score the winner? Scott McSauce. Did you see him put a foot wrong tonight?
Dripping in sauce,
I
dripping,
didn't.
dripping sauce, saucy.
Dripping in sauce.
End
dripping
it.
McSauce.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my God.
End it.
That's it.
Oh
That's
my God.
Right,
End it.
That is it for this episode of Armchair Fans. We will be back next week for the reverse leg, so you just make sure you tune into that. And if you enjoyed this stream, why not tune in on Sunday, because we have a very similar show called The Football Social. So I'm not sure who's on that actually. I think it might just be Doogie, something like that. But equally, make sure you tune in for the big game there. There's loads more great content coming, so hit subscribe, turn the notification bell on if you're new to the channel, like the video. Au revoir.